Oh, man. Okay. So, are we live? Can you guys hear me? I'm going to have to fix a little bit of this on the fly. What is it? Third time's a charm? Third time's a charm. Can you guys hear me? Everything coming out okay? Are we live? Are we kicking? Are we on the air? All right. We are live. I apologize for the 3 streams. I went back and deleted the other 2. For some reason, OBS has to make me work for it, so to speak. So first, I would like to introduce to you my co-host, the Streambot. It is the people's soundboard, as I like to call it, so you at home can enter in things in chat in order to interact with the stream. If you have any other ideas or come across any other stream tools that you think might be good for this sort of thing, feel free to send it my way. I've been a little bit behind on a lot of stuff lately, but yeah, I gotta fix a few things here. Oh, look, an update for Streambot. Isn't that great? Okay. They do fucking lose. So, I have to fix the thumbnail real quick before people come in, and then I'll go ahead and fix the whatchamadiggits. Fix the thumbnail. I mean, man, that thumbnail is happening. You guys seen it. You guys know what I'm talking about. That Richard Spencer, that big Richard energy. You know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. China is asshole. Does this stream straight up have no information in it? Hold on just a second. I apologize for the inconvenience. But to those of you at home that are relaxing from your nice little seat, wherever it might be, I have a beer opened for the occasion. So I wanted to... Alright, so I do have this with me. Yeah, to those of you sitting there at home, sipping on a nice anything. This one's for you. Cheers, everybody.
How dare you?
Well, who dares wins, as they say. Alright. Edit details. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, and it removed all my... I love how it removes all my tags, too. And I'll just put Greta. Reddit. Live stream. News, politics, and dare I say entertainment. Dare I say entertainment. Alright. We'll hit that save button. We'll get live, and I also need to fix chat once we get in there. And that of course, is Mr. JF Gary Pay. Mr. Jean-Francois. I'm not sure if any of you guys had seen this, but no joke, Mama JF, she's a streamer now. Entering into the IBS sphere. A fucking potato. Alright, pull up stream. Chat. There we go. Big shout out to the Gretas in chat. Brave, stunning, everything. Flattering, one might say. Okay, and with that, get the fuck back. And with that, I'll start the live stream. So I'll see you guys in a few minutes.
There's no video of President Trump sucking a ding-dong. I never sucked any ding-dongs. But I'll tell you, if they were going to blackmail me to start World War III about one, I'd say, hey, I sucked a golf ball through a freaking garden hose.
I have of course come, as I am wont to do every couple of months, to ask you, to remind you, to encourage you to please. It is going to be reason or it is going to be force. Please. Subscriptions, do it. Please. $1. Please. $1.
I just can't skip through all of it. I love it so much.
Please. $1.
Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over to the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around. The underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience, and their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. Necessarily, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon, order, new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we crown its king.
Oh, better than kings. Gods. Good evening, everybody. I'm so proud. Welcome to the Midnight Show. It is, right now anyway, over here on the West Coast. It is May 14th, 2020 at 11:14 p.m. Are you guys ready for some memes? Are you guys ready for some memes? A bunch of soundboards and all sorts of stuff. I have to clarify. No, Anomaly isn't going to be here. I couldn't think of a title, so I just typed in the first word that came to mind. Final Fantasy VI music, man of culture. I'm pretty sure that was Deus Ex, maybe in one of the earlier clips, but yeah, Final Fantasy VI is the best Final Fantasy, first of all. But I've spent my day today trying to get different ROM hacks of Final Fantasy VI onto my SNES Classic and play them with very little success, but a little bit of success. So yeah, I saw Unauthorized 2. How lucky are we to live in a world where there are two unauthorized? It's like having two dads. Oh, you sneaky, tricky bastard. I love it. Alright, I should switch over so you guys can see it. Unauthorized 2, folks. Unauthorized 2. Now, that was a convenient mistake, but it wasn't, well, we have chat open. There it is.
Stay the fuck back!
Well then. And yeah, it's just a black bar. Look, you guys got blacked. I'm sorry to tell you this, but it looks like chat got blacked. Okay, there we go. Technical mishaps over here. We got it. All right, folks. Unauthorized 2. Doctor approved. Vox announced it last night. Fuck yeah, boys. We're in. We're in for the long haul. Oh man, I can almost smell those Dark Lord fucking bucks coming in the mail already. What video game is that soundbite with Bill Gates from? That is from Deus Ex, the original Deus Ex. It's funny how all of these videos and video games, media in general, about conspiracy theories that were made intentionally, at least Deus Ex, made intentionally to be satirical, to play out every conspiracy theorist's worst nightmare. That's the premise for the game, and it ended up being almost dead on to where we're living currently. It's kind of bizarre. Real quick though, we had before I get into that, we had a super chat I believe I missed. Creeperman Creeps with $2 from last time, and I don't remember reading it, so I wanted to read it out. Wild confirmed as the 32nd man's wife's boyfriend. Truly a man of culture. And Bro with $5. New Daft Gun. Clean it up. Oh, I heard about the clip. Clean it up. I haven't listened to it yet. I'm gonna have to. Oh man, I've been in cleanup culture this last week. Just all things related to sweeping up, mopping things. I'm getting really good at it. I'm getting really good at that janitorial shit. You know, I was thinking one day, you know, who wants to be Bezos? What does Bezos ever do? What does he ever directly accomplish? At least if I, you know, sweep down a fucking community college several times a day, you know, you see your progress. Honestly, nothing wrong with being a janitor. It's a pretty fucking honest way of living. I mean, yeah, you're not gonna brag about it at your high school reunion, but hell, I think I'd rather be the guy not bragging about being a janitor compared to a guy, I don't know, bragging about being a prom king or living in a Barbie dream mansion that looks like a fucking rundown shack down the street. I haven't seen. It's been a fucking crazy week, man. It's been a fucking crazy week. Trillionaire. Check out, what do you guys think, right? I got some shit planned for tonight. Just a few things. Kind of honestly, a milquetoast night. Nothing really special going on. So this would probably be the opportune moment to check out a new track. We got Ear Juice. I'm working on something, sorry. Oh, yeah. You were probably talking to somebody, I would imagine. I'm not sure how you feel about progressive metal, but the band Protest the Hero is releasing their new album soon. I like most metal. I'd be willing to give it a shot. And progressive, that's like... why can't I remember the name? Strapping young lad guy. I can never remember his name. I like him though. Not like super into his music, but I like the guy. Or like Dream Theater, which Dream Theater they have their hits, but their music without a vocalist, Liquid Tension Experiment, far superior. You take that vocalist out of the band and you replace him with a guy playing a keyboard and a Chapman stick, way better, far superior. Have I ever simped for a girl online or IRL? Never, chat. I would never do anything like that. I think you could probably get a good beat for how I am in real life with how I am in live stream. This is what you see is what you get with me. Yeah. Just catching up on chat real quick because I noticed they stepped away for a second. Oh yes, I agree. Play the new "Clean It Up" song. Your channel has no videos, bro. You're gonna have to send me the link or something. Let's see. Someone got to Dr. Phil and got him to address the simp stuff. Oh, that's good. That's good. I mean, there shouldn't be a positive stigma. There should be a stigma behind whoring yourself out online. Literally, especially. It's on EJ's and Hef's channel. Let's check out, like, put ear juice and then clean it up. How about that? Clean it up, boys. Holy fuck. That whole thing. My favorite out of all of it, right? Out of this whole thing. The thing that I think has been the most, like, peak entertainment. The most peak entertainment. Godwinson's video with Toad, where he has the fucking mushroom with a face drawn on it. That is fucking performance art, man. I know some people probably saw that and be like, why is this guy so pissed that he's making money? He is a little bit, but he's laying it on super thick. And I think and maybe it's an inside joke with Leo Pirate or something. I don't fully get it. But just the way he looks super serious into the camera. Look at his face. That's the face of a fucking traitor. Just going on for like 15 minutes about it. I don't think I've ever laughed that hard in my fucking life. Quality entertainment. Yeah, Dream Theater's progressive metal. Great musicians, man. I don't even want to, because I'm not super into the band, but I know almost, I think all the musicians' names and shit, because I was following their stuff for a minute. EJ and Hef. That is a Let's Play channel. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, man. I don't want to keep everybody in suspense for too long, but I'm not seeing it. Made carne asada, con papas, and came out as well as the Cali restaurants. Dude, probably better, to be quite honest. That sounds really good. What is that, like steak and potato tacos? That sounds hella good. I just know papas because Papa JF, and I believe it means potato, because the world is very ironic like that. About Dream Theater, I agree. Yeah, great musicians. I'm not too into their a lot of their releases. The thing with Dream Theater, right? They have great songs, great riffs, but if they could cut it down to like 4.5 to 5 minutes, I'd be way more into them. One of the edits of Pull Me Under is longer than it should be. Like, it's a good song, but it should be 3 minutes long, 4 at most. Get fucked. What do you guys think, right? The Mama JF stuff. Do you guys think that he's just putting her out there to well, first of all, to generate more money? We know that's all part of it. He heard about iDubbbz and the OnlyFans thing, and he was thinking to himself, how come Mama JF isn't making fucking money through OnlyFans? She needs to contribute. So if she's not willing to do that, she's got to get a parrot, and she's got to do a live stream. Start bringing in those big donations. But really good for her. I don't have any animosity towards her. She seems a little strange, but I don't understand a word she fucking says. So I can't give you an accurate analysis of what I think about Mama JF. But yeah. Anyway, let's see. Through Her Eyes is a fucking great Dream Theater album, says CO. Yeah, maybe I'll look into it. I never really gone down deep into the like Dream Theater side of things. I kind of branched off into all the other music that they've been associated with. Toad's videos are great. What's Godwinson's problem, actually? So, I think that they're I don't know what way to put it, but they're of the old internet way of thinking, in that, you know, you should make content because you want to make it, not because you want to whore yourself out for money, right? No, I think that there's a little bit of leeway. Like, you know, like I on this channel, of course, couldn't condemn donations entirely because I do accept them. I hope that it doesn't fuck up the flow of the stream any more than you at home can do without donating $1. That's why I put in the stream bot originally. I wanted to make sure that even if you didn't have a cent, you could still fuck with the stream a little bit and have a little bit of fun. But that being said, I do see that side of things where it's, man, I'd rather if this person stopped reading super chats for 2 hours, stopped worrying so much about monetization, and just made their shit. And I will say that fucking Raid Shadow Legends ad was pretty egregious. Now, there's a channel out there called Fiend Fact, or Fact Fiend. A friend of mine watches it, and he showed me his stuff. And he goes over the email he got from Raid Shadow Legends, because instead of taking the $2,000 they offered him, he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna make a video out of this. Funny stuff. But I think it was mostly a bit. Like, they're the kernel of truth in that they're a little salty and disappointed in him for shilling so hard, because it was pretty egregious, right? I mean, it left a bad taste in my mouth as a viewer and a person who makes content and kind of understands his side of things a little bit. But that having been said, I understand a man's got to eat. A man's got to eat, like Randy said, you know. But still, the fucking, look at his face. Look at him. Look at, that's the face of a fucking Judas. I still pure fucking entertainment, man. Why wasn't she wearing a burqa, Mama JF? I don't know. I'm not gonna answer for another man. I tried posting link. Hold on. I'm reading chat off my fucking phone. If you show for them enough, they'll pay you very well for it. Yeah, I'll give you the wrench. Here, just there you go, man. You can drop the link. Yeah, so, yeah, maybe I should change the name of the stream. I saw somebody go, where's Anomaly? When's he coming? I didn't even, now that I think about it, yeah, there is a person that I've seen passively called Anomaly. I should have thought about that, but I didn't. So, again, no Anomaly here. We're not expecting anybody. But also, the 26 pieces of silver? That, I don't think... That's a funny bit, man. That's pure fucking comedy. Pure fucking comedy. These guys... And what's great about the Godwinson PPP internet... Killstream internet war... It's been that demonstration of that you should never get into an altercation or feud or dispute with somebody who has nothing to lose. Here you have these three gentlemen, right? Surfer, Godwinson, and PPP, and they don't have a big internet brand that they need to protect or a show they regularly do. They make these videos every so often to laugh at people that they don't like, or sometimes like and are ashamed of, in the case of like Toad or maybe Null. I can't really tell how they feel about him genuinely. But that being said, they come out swinging at people who feel a need to defend themselves, and because they're fighting against somebody who has nothing to lose, they endlessly make themselves look bad. So it's been interesting watching all of this play out. My favorite thing, it's hard to, there are so many favorite moments, right? The prom king moment, because look, I won't lie, on this show, my take on Dick's text were, so he said some sweet shit to a woman to try to get in her pants. I mean, is that a crime now? You can lock me up and throw away the key if that's the fucking case. But there were funny shit. There was some funny shit in there, like fall back, baby, and I'll catch you, and I want to buy your wings. No one, and again, I'm still the only fucking person I've seen at all that's brought up the fact that he offered to give that chick a free ride to Israel so they could go to Burning Man. I mean, that's a funny fucking detail. I don't know how anyone missed that, but apparently everyone did. Yeah, what was it? Just rattling on, just free-flowing fucking conscious thought. But yeah, watching all of that unfold has been rather enlightening as an individual, I have to say. Did you guys, anybody else see fake Gator and fake Bibble in chat? I mean, maybe they're not fake. You can't tell anymore. Thanks. Isn't that great? Thanks, YouTube. The Pizza Hut prom king. Oh, the Pizza Hut prom. I'm loving it. Just the lore that is starting to grow, because I didn't know about the Pizza Hut commercial. I just saw the Pizza Hut commercial. Kind of shitty that they shut down his Pizza Hut commercial. But I think it's supposed to be the Alpha Chad. I don't know. I think I don't think any person is actually the uber masculine person they put out. Now, there is a certain juxtaposition, right? When somebody is an internet personality and has to still be very likable. Like, I saw what was a Dick Masterson leak earlier, quote unquote, and it was just a recording of his friends talking about how, what a dick, he always buys us fucking drinks, offers us Ubers. I'm pretty sure it was, like, sarcasm, but he released it like this fucking gotcha. It was the dumbest thing I'd ever seen. I wished I'd gotten my 10 minutes back. Sassy Spencer on the thumbnail. Man, I had to use that picture for something. We'll talk. You know, he's part of the show too, but we've really got to dig deep into this fucking lore regarding the toga. Who came first? Richard Spencer? Or whatever man he was engaged with at the party who was enamored with his toga. One will never know. It seems like the probability of these fights are a little slanted, I'll give you that. Dude, I don't think I have shown the Pizza Hut commercial, now that you mention it. I apologize if somebody's been trying to link me the Ear Juice video in chat. I haven't been paying attention. I've been paying attention to 2 chats and trying to catch up, and so damn scatterbrained I can't even keep it together. Pizza Hut, Taco Bell. Combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. Here we go. You guys ready?
Let's take a selfie.
No. We're gonna need the whole team. Move in.
This needs some graduation music behind it.
I need more lights. I need more hats. Danielle, show me passion. Show me love. Show me beauty.
No one out selfies the Danielle.
Why are we friends with her?
Perfect.
And no one out pizzas the Hut.
Uh-oh.
Fuck you, A-Logs, trying to say the prom king peaked in fucking high school, okay? Kobe. Alright, let's check out this Clean It Up song. We got 4.5 minutes. Enough time for me to sit back and drink my beer.
Fucker, how are you doing? The conspiracy is true. Your gun shielding is disgusting. This is punishment from God.
Oh man, I forgot about the fucking gun dance. Hell yeah.
Looks like the winning is endless. Pick up the mop to clean that up. Mop the desk. Can't mop it up quick enough. Clean up aisle 7. Clean it up. Clean it up, boy. Clean it up. Clean it up, Jan. Clean it up. Clean it up, boy. Clean it up.
It's pretty lit. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
the true comedian. It looks like the winning is endless. Will you lift my comm off the screen? Will you lay down and just let Daddy Jim piss in all of our mouths? Clean it up, Jan.
So I hear you guys want to be internet famous. What would you do to chase that internet cloud?
While you're in jail getting fucked by the big black bucks, I'm gonna let 80s girls suck my cock. We know that dick in the bedroom is probably submissive. Will you lay down and just accept this fucking horseshit? Swab the decks. Cleaning it up. Clean it up, Jan.
Stay back adds to it pretty well, I have to say. I'm already famous. I was prom king in high school. There's nowhere to go but up. Or wait. You need to play along if you want to get ahead in your career. Man, Hollywood had Harvey Weinstein, and this is what we got. Where do I stand in the whole Simspiracy? Ah, is it broken here? I'll restart. Oh, it worked that time.
Being cleaned up, it's being swept under the rug. There's nothing to see here.
There's nothing to see here. After this, please play the screaming video I made. Yeah, you know, why not? Clean it up, boys. No, that was better than expected, honestly. Here we go.
That's not true, as a matter of fact. No, it's not true. No, it's not true. Fuck yourself, you piece of shit, faggot motherfucker. No, it's not true, piece of shit. And if I had to guess, it was probably you that fucking doxed him. Motherfucking lying, cock-sucking faggot, motherfucker. You want to holler over me every fucking second? I can just scream over you too, you piece of shit, motherfucker. Keep fucking running your mouth. I'll just keep hollering, you motherfucking piece of shit. Eat a fucking cock. Go kill yourself, you fucking piece of motherfucking shit. I fucking goddamn. Oh, we can just holler over each other.
We can just holler over each other all day. We're screaming and hollering, hooping and hollering. Hooping and hollering. So yeah, apparently my beloved co-host must have stepped out of the digital workplace that he is in. I win. How about that one? Okay. Maybe it's just I rule the world that just doesn't work anymore. Here, let's try this one. I rule. Play my yelling version. That one's funny. Well, I think it caught up. I had just played it, so. All right, I'll crank on music track. There we go. Ah, fucking goddamn. Cut out the best part. I thought I let all of it play. Yeah, it seems like the Richard Spencer is just not fucking working, apparently. Lazy bastard. Okay. Sounds like it worked that time. So where do I stand in the Simpspiracy? All hands will be revealed. The third, the fourth, the fifth, and possibly the sixth men. All revealed. I Rule the World hasn't been working for a while. It should be I Rule now. But it also doesn't work. So that it just... Now, the funny thing is, if I go into the stream bot, it does work. But the hotkey or the command for it is just broken. I don't know. Should I buy the Final Fantasy VII Remake? I got 100 hours out of it, but at least 40 of those hours were me raging about the padding in the game. I'd say it's worth playing through. I didn't walk away disappointed, but it could have been better. PPP made that dude's blood pressure skyrocket. Dude, I've never seen a guy's face so fucking red in my entire life. I thought he was gonna actually pass out, have a fucking aneurysm right there in front of everybody. You know what I did see though was a Kraut in chat. I'm just gonna assume it was the real Kraut, and what I was assuming to be a fake Gator, which just seemed to be ironically spamming text versions of his soundboard in chat, which I'm not sure if anyone picked up on that, but Kraut was in chat telling Gator, hey, dude, this is all dumb shit, man. Like, I don't hate you. I think you're a decent guy. You should get out of this while you still can. And I think what he said was Sargon was to me in the way that Ralph was to you. It's not too late for you to get away. It didn't even seem like shitty. It sounded like he was being 100% honest. So I thought that was interesting. I'm compromised by my new project too. But I got access to that super secret sweeping up Discord, right? Yeah. You know it. I couldn't think of a more trustworthy person to give all of my personal information to. But it was just a bit. He was merely pretending. No, the one thing I've been seeing, though, is a lot of... And I wonder how long it's been going on and it just didn't click. Where everyone will kind of dismiss something that's happening. And by everyone, I just mean, like, the greater community at large, right? Like, I don't like to group everything into a community, but I think you all know what I mean. Where they'll run with a narrative of somebody running ops. And that's just their way of kind of brushing it off and deflecting, when a lot of times those people aren't running ops, they're just fucking around. So the phrase gay ops gets thrown around as much as the word cuck or the word simp. Yeah, I'm not exactly a fan of Kraut, by the way, but I think it is revealing for some people when you can see that they can still express a little bit of camaraderie to those they disagree with. His character growth arc. He's like the Ben character from Lost. No, I don't know about that, but... Why does it smell like booty in chat? I don't know, man. Get that out of there. Jogging ops. High tier jogging ops. And I've said this many, many times, and hey, maybe I've taken the internet a little seriously once or twice, but perfect rule of thumb, we're here for fun. Even if you are here for business, we're here for fun. So if you don't have fun, we don't have fun watching it. And you can't take the internet too seriously, or you won't have fun. Yeah, I did tune into a Sargon, Jared. I did tune into a Sargon stream or a video recently, and it's a perfect case of what I was just saying, where he takes himself so fucking seriously, even after getting blown the fuck out by the entire media in front of everybody. Pretending like it didn't happen. He has this, just his setup just shows you how seriously he takes himself. He's got like flags behind him like he's still running for office. He just looks all prim and proper, and it's just so full of itself. Like the pretentiousness and the smugness just seeps through the screen. I couldn't watch it. It was too much. He needed to just tune it down from like a solid 15 to like a safe 6 out of 10. And Fascist One, that was the other thing I was going to get at. So I've noticed that some people, right, when it was Matt Jarbo, it was, well, Matt Jarbo has been seen in chats, and then suddenly those videos get taken down, and then there are a lot of videos about Mundane Matt, that critical of Mundane Matt, that just magically get flagged. Now, that was enough for this community in the past to go, well, clearly it was Matt Jarbo. He was in chat, and mysteriously every video from channels that make a lot of videos, and they make one about him, the video about him gets taken down. No one had any problem jumping to the conclusion then. They didn't need the proof, they didn't need the flag history, they didn't need any of that shit. Everyone knew, whether they knew or not, but they knew for certain that he did it. Right? And then we had the stream with the flagging history, right? The Boulder stream. Fast forward to now, all of a sudden, when it's a different person, when it's, you have the same equation, you plug in different names, you get a different outcome because people have different standards. When it's, well, every video about this person gets taken down. Oh, well, this person's been getting, you know, fucking straight. There's no better way to put it, and I don't use this word lightly. Harassed all around the place for talking shit about a guy. Every video about this guy seems to get taken down, and everyone now is just, well, where's the proof? Where's the proof? You guys didn't need the proof when it was Matt Jarbo, did you? No, then it was, well, of course he would do it, because, you know, it's fun to rip on Mundane Matt. He's an easy target. But a dude face down in his own fucking vomit, it's kind of hard to go, well, I mean, I'm going to need to see that report history. Well, I hate to tell you this, chat, but I've heard him personally say, this person in question, Ethan Ralph, I've heard him say from his own mouth that if he was in Matt Jarbo's shoes, he would have never shown his flag history, ever. Never shown his report history. That was stupid. Why would he have ever done that? So my point isn't that he did or didn't do it. My point is that suddenly, that need to prove shit suddenly got real fucking important, right? All of a sudden we just had to go, well, we got to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to have to see we're going to have to see evidence that only he has access to, and he's not going to show anyone out of spite. How does that sound, chat? How does it feel to know that everyone's been outed as an absolute hypocrite? You know, see, that's why I have a beer or two on chat, because I really just say what I'm thinking. Cancer says, I remember when Ralph said that. Yeah, so do I. And you know something? He's not wrong. He's not wrong. If you're guilty as fuck of doing something and you're the only person that has evidence of you doing something, you sure as hell don't show it. You don't incriminate yourself. What are you, stupid? And the thing is, and a lot of people gloss over this fact, but the reason Mundane Matt showed his flag history, do you guys know why he showed his flag history? A lot of people say, well, because he was stupid. No, it was to clear his name. Because he was being accused of flagging the kill stream, and he didn't flag the kill stream. That's why he showed it. Because he thought it would matter to them that he didn't flag Ethan Ralph. That there were other people he did flag, but he didn't flag Ethan Ralph. So, just doing a little bit of cleanup here. I'm on rambling on about shit. I keep forgetting I'm getting tagged for battles in the arena. It's sad. It's sad. Let me read out one of these super chats here. Jared Martinez with $5. I've been doing this because I want a bitch. I used to like Sargon, but you know, when I first realized Sargon was a bitch, his interview with Joe Rogan. Yeah, that was a revealing video, wasn't it? Revealing interview. because he was making pretty baseless claims about a lot of shit. That's been the other thing. So somebody sent me a picture of our boy with a chosen person. It's funny how quick a lot of that'll flip-flop, right? Now they're in full-blown, we're not associated with the white nationalist audience at all, which I don't blame them for coming out. You know, you gotta do your soft disavowal every so often, but there's something a bit ironic about having Laura Loomer as an unironic, respected guest on the fucking kill stream. It was unreal. Tiberian Fiend. He probably did, but then unflagged him. Could be. I don't know how quick that stuff, like if you flag somebody and then unflag, I don't know how any of that works because I don't flag people, so I don't know how it works, so I could be wrong. You'll fight me for wrench. You know something, man? I'll give you a wrench. Well, you're one of the people when I was getting rid of wrenches. I'm like, I can't remember if this guy was cleaning up chat. Oh, wait, Ralph Cuck? Yeah, are we talking about the... That's the other sad thing, man. So, I have a conspiracy theory chat, which is good because this is a sort of a conspiracy. We're going to talk about some things related to the conspiracy community on Reddit a little bit later. But I have a conspiracy theory chat. I think the entire point of the IRL fight with PPP was just to promote an event so that he could set up something in an area so we can hook up with a girl that he knows out of Discord. That's my conspiracy theory. I think this whole thing was meant to promote that. Get this, right? Dude challenges a guy to a fight. This whole thing reeks of the Donga era, right? Challenges a guy to a fight. Guy's friend says, alright, I will throw 5,000 British pounds on it. $6,200 US. And then the guy goes, well, now you've got to send that money to my lawyer friend, and he's a lawyer. He'll never do anything. He won't know the ins and outs of laws at all. So you could trust him. He's my friend. Send this guy the money that you offered as an incentive by 7 o'clock tonight, or I refuse to do it, and I'm going to go and fight my friend instead. And then we're going to run around and call it a victory. That was some serious fucking Donga shit right there. I paid attention to the whole thing, thinking to myself, the levels of cope. I've never seen anything like it. Just like that, did Donga not do that same exact thing where he made a bunch of unreasonable requirements and requests and demands, and then when they weren't met, he's like, well, I clearly won. Fuck. Maybe I'm a little, what's the word, loopy, right? I'm not gonna say I'm not. But sometimes I see shit like this and go, am I crazy? Did I read this right? Did this actually happen? Broken on repeat. Do you mean the IBS cycle, or are we talking about the stream? Alright. It's a simulation. It's broke. Yeah, no, right. It's everything is just on repeat constantly. Conspiracy analysts, not conspiracy theorists. That's right, sir. That is 100% right. We always win is their version of 100 to 0. I saw that and thought the exact same thing. Fucking blood for the blood god. Holy shit, man. While you sound like the kid that doesn't understand wrestling is fake, there's nothing more real in this world than wrestling, sir. Did you see Vince McMahon wrestle a beam of light? I sure did. The IBS circle. It's like a fucking cycle, isn't it? It's really bizarre. Why the fuck aren't you cleaning it up? Does your new Project 2 mean nothing to you? I probably should shut that down now. Now that I think about it. When I started it up, right, I was thinking, I like the idea of somebody, first of all, sticking it to Dave Rubin and Jordan Peterson. That was the biggest part. But the second one was that I myself had a decent Patreon at the time, and it got tanked after that. So I wanted to put out an incentive for people who didn't want to donate that way. But I have noticed higher, like super chats and things like that throughout the stream, so it's not really a problem. But I did want to, not that not making money on your content is a problem, because let's be honest, I have fun rambling in front of a stream in front of a bunch of people. It's entertaining for me. But thought lost. I'm gonna sip my beer. It's still real to me, damn it. You gonna tell me Mick Foley didn't actually fall off that steel cage? Shame. Absolute shame. I'm gonna grab another beer. And then we'll get into some of the Greta shit. It's not really... She's an expert now, chat. She's a fucking expert. Keeping it real. Keeping it real fucking dumb. Isn't that right, Kitty? Keeping it fucking real. You kill your new project 2, they win. Their goal is to kill everyone's revenue. I literally make $0 on new project 2. So, I don't even think I don't even know that I have any payment information connected, so. Can you even make money with videos anymore? Yeah. Okay, so, first of all, I have been lazy, right? But second, in order to really get consistent flow of your people who know you're making content, get recommended and all of that, you have to make content regularly. So if you stop consistently at any one point, like I do just about every week, it basically starts to hide your content. So for myself, spending 3 hours... And yeah, I do spend that long sometimes. Not lately, but I used to. Spending 3 hours making a video that might make $5 from ad revenue if they don't demonetize it. Just stopped being something I cared about. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. I am still working on a couple of things that are going to be more long form. And if I can get away, if I can get away with throwing ads in something, making you sit there and it'll earn me, making you sit there and watch it and it'll earn me a few cents, I'm gonna go for it. I mean, having a little bit more financial room, especially right now for me, is a good thing to have. But will I show for Raid Shadow Legends? No, I won't. I was even really hesitant about the NordVPN sponsored video I did a while back. I took care of that. I had that lined up literally the week, I think even the day that I found out the place was shutting down. And I found out that day that they had apparently like a security leak that I had never heard about. That having been said, I use NordVPN,
please.
I'm not going to try to sell you on a mobile game. I don't like mobile games at all. I do not like mobile games. So, PPP won what? Getting Jim on his man boob stream. I guess it's sort of like a one of those paintings where there are two things visible, but only one. You can only look at one thing at once. I'd say it was about even. To the people who think that Jim is a sellout, they're gonna see that and say, "Oh, look, he's gun guarding." To the people who think that Jim's funny, people are gonna say, "Hey, PPP's just some fucking spurg. I don't understand any of this, and I don't care." Oh no, not NordVPN. Yeah, I know. I will say that they were so quick, expedient, and just great to work with. So. No, I thought PPP did fine. I don't watch his videos, but I've liked Leo Pirate in the past. He was the one I felt did a little awful. I was watching that because I was listening to that while I was walking to the store, and I was thinking to myself, like, Leo, shut the fuck up, dude. You look like such an ass hat. Holy fuck. First, and another thing, you don't want to bring up fucking Gamergate. No one wants to hear about fucking Gamergate. Especially fucking Jim. Yeah, remind him of that time that he had at his feet like a big consumer uprising and everyone sold out. I'm sure that's gonna make him think, oh yeah, I want to talk about this more. The impression I always got was that Gamergate reminds him that everyone's full of shit and a sellout. I know this. It's sort of like Cool Hand Luke, right? In a way, he found out that out there are all a bunch of phonies too. Didn't Jim fall for the troll, realizes it's a bit, and then went with it? It was funny. No, I think a large part of it was good. You know what I really liked more than anything, though? And I think more people should adopt this in internet disputes. At the end of after they got done yelling at each other, saying all sorts of shit at each other, they're like, yeah, I had fun. Thanks for inviting me on. You guys have a good day. You know? It was cordial as hell. That's how you get shit done. Jim had to clean it up or lose his shekels. Now, I can't say what I think of Dick potentially using. Like, I don't think he'd be that type of guy. I know I haven't given him any of my information like that. Maybe it's because I've never had a payout of any sort. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna need to. As far as the benefit of the doubt goes, I'm gonna need to see a little bit more before I make any statements about what I think about it being like a full-on scam. I don't think that's the case, but it could be. It could be. You shouldn't trust anybody on the internet, man, especially somebody that accepts your money. Speaking of which, $1.99 from Stone Mexican Guy, Shannon, I believe is how it's pronounced. Thank you, Stone Mexican Guy. Yeah, you got to be careful about who you give your money to. At the same time, Dick seems like a business savvy person, business savvy enough to realize how doing anything petty like that is just the absolute dumbest thing you can do. Would I think somebody like Ethan Ralph would do that? Yeah. Do I think Dick Masterson would? No. But like I said, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I haven't exactly been impressed with him the last week, so, you know, maybe I'll change my mind. I've given a lot of people the benefit of the doubt and ended up regretting it. But I feel like the simplest solution's usually the best, right? Occam's razor. That, I love how lighters are a better bottle opener than fucking bottle openers. The simplest solution's usually the best, right? I think it's more likely that everybody is internet friends, but they're also financially tied to one another. So the success of one person relies on the success of another person. So which is why you have a lot of people like your Dame Pesos or your Gators. Maybe Gator's a bad example, or Toad McKinley's a better example. Who, oh my god, it's not so much that they feel the need to defend this honor, that they're already coming from a direction of anybody talking shit about this guy. Clearly, not only are they fucking with my bread and butter, potentially, but they're clearly stupid because they don't like Dick Masterson. Did I sign an NDA? No, I did not. If I had any sort of hot, like, insider info from having a new Project 2 up, I'd let you know. I really would. I got it from just sending an email to New Project 2, and they set it up. I don't even think I've talked to Dick directly in regards to that. And even then, I think one of the only 2 or 3 times Dick and I ever said anything to one another was once in a Twitter conversation about slow motion footage and the moon landing. And the other time, I think it was It was that stream where I filled in for Zidane, and it had Richard Spencer in it, and I basically kept asking Richard Spencer if he was a wife beater, and if he was a... well, I didn't even ask him if he was a federal asset. I basically asserted that he was, which I think is on the nose still to this day. Called his ass a Fed before anybody called his ass a... well, maybe not anybody, but I called his ass a Fed before anyone called his ass a Fed to his face. Coolest kid on the internet. Not the last coolest kid, the coolest kid on the internet. Radio Ruin says, do you have my docs from Super Chats? Honest question. No. Okay, so I should tell you guys this, because there are some Super Chats I've gotten through PayPal donations, right? Or from Streamlabs. If you have that set up to a personal account, it does send the first and last name to the person associated with that account to your email. So Super Chats, Google works as a third party. I don't get any of that information, but a PayPal donation is seen as a business transaction. So you get an email. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I know at least one person finally heard my advice when I said switch to a business PayPal, because if and when you donate, it'll say the business name, not your actual name. So there are some of you... and of course, I would never divulge that information because it would be stupid financially, first of all, but second of all, unethical. And third, downright shitty to do to people who have been nice to me. You don't want to shit on people who've been good to you. But yeah, so no, Radio Ruin, I don't have your information. But if you send a Streamlabs Super Chat, that is a possibility in which I would encourage every last one of you, whoever donates to any channel, any at all, to switch. It might take it 15 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. It's been a minute since I've done it. It's been a while since I've done it, I should say. But it's free, doesn't cost you anything. You just go into the settings, switch it over to a business account, and you can put anything in there. So... I do think some people have had their personal information leaked this way. To get into that, we would go into another hour about some bullshit you guys probably don't care about and or have heard about before. So, to save you the time, I'll say, yeah, definitely do that. Protect your private information. A lot of crazy people on the internet. Milo the Fed calling somebody a Fed. I do think he's compromised by an agency. If just the feeling I get, just the feeling. I don't have any evidence, just that intuition and gut. I like that Ralph is entertaining and consistent, and that's what we want. He becomes the trash fire pretty consistently. He decided to take that belt away from Worski. Good old Worski. Creeperman Creeps. I will say I agree a little bit, but it's just been so boring without it that I think that's why people are still talking about it. Cancer, cough, cough, Lord Akira. From when I've talked to him, I think we talked on the show. If I remember correctly, he called in, but I was asking him about that because Stream Me did have a PayPal integrated donations, so. It's important to keep that in mind. If you value your IRL identity, and you should, just spend the 15 minutes. If you regularly donate, just do that. It's worth the time. All right. Let's see. Stone Mexican guy with $1.99 in surfer voice. Shannon. I can hear his voice in my head, but I can't put it out there. That fucking Canadian Flanders voice, it's just difficult to replicate. I like that Ralph got 10 minutes into his stream, got dumbfounded at how little time had passed and knew he wasn't gonna make it. Yeah, the disaster shows are the good ones. I hope he. I want him to be well. I want everyone to be well. Well, holy shit, man. How do you not laugh a little bit? Thanks for the advice. Yeah, man, I've been one of few people, if one of the only people, that has ever pointed that out and told people, hey, just so you know, every time you donate, it sends me an email with your docs. You should probably switch that to a business account. That was nowhere near a surfer voice. I know it. I know it. The pill streams are pure nectar. Pure fucking nectar, man. Had to jerk. Whoa, man, that's a creeper. That is one hell of a story. I'd say cool story, bro, but I don't think you're bullshitting. What's that? Put that on the long list of reasons why I don't want to work in the medical industry, man. I think I'm good.
I am euphoric. Not because of any funny God's blessing.
I regularly donate when I'm supposed to. Fuck yeah, man. You know, one might... You know, who would be afraid if that information will reach a place it wouldn't want to be found, you know what I mean? Nice life you have here. Nice life. Be ashamed if anything happened to it, you know what I mean? I can't even... What the fuck was that? It was like a wigger Italian. Ugh. And not even a Guido. That was a terrible impression there, but my impressions are absolutely god-awful today, I have to say. Oh. But it's cool. I'm looking forward. I got this SNES Classic. Well, I don't have it geared up yet, but I have some ROM hacks that I'm looking forward to playing through, so... Flamingo! Yeah, honestly, I wish I was Italian. They've got, like, a cool culture. Like, just being American, you kind of vague, pale complexion. You don't really have much of a history, but like Irish and Italian people, they've just got so much cool shit going on. And their grandparents sound cool and are from a fucking island halfway around the world. That's fucking sweet. I think I might like Italian food more than Irish food, though. I don't know. Don't they just eat potatoes? I didn't get a P.O. box yet. Maybe I'll do that, because I gotta go to the post office tomorrow. It's Friday tomorrow, right? Maybe I'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. Hi, Nick. Whoppum Sockers. I remember those. So why use those? You can get the Hulk fists. Those are literal lethal weapons. Has anybody here ever gotten hit with one of those Hulk fists? Like, right in the chest? Boom! They were selling that shit to kids. Let's see. Part German. Cool. I think Germany is also another place with a lot of history. Being Italian is the shit. Hell yeah, man. They just got such a cool, like... I'm just gonna try to... You know, Ms. Douglas, me and my friend here, we really appreciate the cooking that you were able to supply for us in our time of need. And I'm not saying you can call us when you need us, but we will be there when you need us if you pick up what I'm putting... That's not it. I need to watch some, like, Italian films or something. Not like Lucio Fulci. I mean, like, some fucking mobster movies. The Hulk smash sound? Yeah, literally the greatest thing. Like, you could have the Hulk, and an 8-year-old could wear one of those things, walk up right to him and hit him square in the chest. That fucker would go down like a sack of bricks. Italians, superior food, superior culture, superior history, superior period. Ooh. Ooh, lad. Watch Italian Spider-Man. It's on YouTube. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to. That sounds amazing. I already know what to expect. You know something? I've never actually seen The Godfather. I've seen Goodfellas. I know different directors, but never actually seen The Godfather. I personally think that Marlon Brando is very overrated, but I haven't seen him in his like star role. He was pretty good in Apocalypse Now. What did I miss? You didn't miss much, man. I've just been fucking shooting the shit for about an hour, just drinking some beer. I have a few things to laugh about. Here, you guys ready to get back to work, right? You know, because... This isn't the article I saved. Okay, there we go. Because, you know, all of us who don't want to starve to death, I've been seeing all of the detractors, the haters, the A-logs coming out and saying, hey, you irresponsible people just want a haircut. No, I don't want a haircut. I don't want to starve to death, and I want to pay my bills, you fucking dumb motherfucker. That's the take I saw from, like, Ian Miles Strong. Oh, you all just want haircuts. How dare you? Dude, get fucked. I've been still getting deflected by EDD. They haven't given me shit besides my first paycheck. And they've denied my claim 4 fucking times now, despite me having a valid claim to unemployment. A valid claim. I've never been on government assistance my entire life, right? This is the only time I've been working since I was 18. I've been paying into this. I'm owed this goddamn money. And they keep, oh, well, your employer filed a claim. You know, did they send you any of these sheets? And so I call fucking HR. I said, hey, buddy, what's going on here? And he goes through, clicks in, logs into my EDD, says, hey, yeah, I don't understand why this is a thing. We didn't send you anything. It says here in our records on the computer that you're clear. So I don't know. So I get 3 different phone numbers to call EDD for. Get this, chat. 2 of them. Let's start with the first one. The first one is a recording. It gives you a guide to go online and check on your stuff. Okay, as if I didn't already fucking try that. It then lists a number to contact instead and says that this phone call will hang up at the end of this message, and it hangs up. So I call that other number. Get this, chat. You know what that other number is? It's the exact same message. The exact same guy, same words, same fucking everything. Same number that it tells me to call, despite being the fucking number I was calling. So I can't talk to somebody. I can't make any money. There's no job for me to go get. They won't give me my EDD that I meet the requirements for. Thankfully, I did get my Trump check, right? But then I still have to listen to some asshole halfway around the fucking world tell me that I'm the selfish one for not wanting to fucking die. Amazing shit. Amazing shit. He's not the only one I've seen it from, but I've been seeing a lot of that shit. A lot of it. You guys want to go back to... No, you know what? If I didn't get my paycheck, if I got my paycheck, I'd want to sit on my ass because I make more money sitting on my ass. But they're not paying me my fucking money. Do you understand this? And I'd rather not be fucking homeless on top of all of it. God, these fucking assholes. Ugh. Obligatory, I am so mad. But I am a little fucking salty. I'm not even going to hide my bitterness, chat. I fucking filed again today. For the 4th fucking time. 4th fucking time. Remember, I've said this so many times, and a lot of people say that I'm kind of sitting on the pity pot when I'm saying, no, it's to demonstrate a point. This is the 3rd fucking time in the last 4 years. This is the 3rd time that a massive fuck up that was not my fault ruined my life. And each time when it was supposed to be the government to come in, save the day, because that's their part of the bargain. They take 20% off the top of my ass that makes less than minimum wage hourly. They still take 20% fucking off the top. And then in the 3 goddamn times that I relied on their help after they were already taking 20%, keep in mind, I still got to pay those cocksuckers $1,000 by the end of, like, July. I don't know how they expect me to do that since they decided to shut down everything. They fuck up. I did get my Trump check. I got my stimulus. Well done, boys. Well done. Fucking proud of you. Proud of you, Trump. But my point was always to be not like look at what I've dealt with, but look at what a person can deal with, and look at how they can get stiffed by the fucking system that is incompetent in regards to pressing a fucking button, but weren't incompetent when it came to accepting my motherfucking money. They seem more than able to do that. I shouldn't say more than willing, because let me tell you, chat, I had to jump through a lot of fucking hoops last year to pay these cocksuckers more money than they deserve. I had to jump through all sorts of hoops just to give them their money that they didn't deserve. For all that help I haven't been getting. Insanity. Insanity. And I'm supposed to, let a bunch of people who are going to tell me that in my town of less than 2 fucking dozen cases and 0 deaths, 100% recovery rate, we're not allowed to resume our lives because, I don't know, one person hypothetically might maybe get sick. We've all got to live in a bubble. We have to lower ourselves to live in a fucking bubble. You know, it reminds me, right? These people think that we should all just live as if we all have compromised immune systems now. We should just all live like that. You know, to save hypothetically one death that might or might not have occurred naturally anyway. Yeah, Stone Mexican guy. That's exactly it. They take so much fucking money from us. And then we're supposed to, like, lap it up. Or take sides. That's even the more... And that's what gets me... I'll try to use that as a segue to get us about the Reddit shit. These motherfuckers on Reddit are so one-sided that they don't understand that politicians are the problem, not Republicans. They go, well, the Republicans are bad. I'm like, yes, they are, but politicians are bad. Well, they're the ones that blah, blah. Just shut up. You don't have to... just because one side is dishonest doesn't mean the other side's honest. And second of all, that doesn't mean you have to shill for the other side. They can both be shitty. Literal wishing of death, like just some real bootlegger fucking NPC programming I haven't seen in a long time because I don't really go to Reddit except for when I'm looking for content for the show. You need to get the fuck out of California, bro. I was looking at Wisconsin. Wisconsin looks really nice. I have to have money to leave. And this isn't me begging. This isn't me begging for money. This is just fact. I've got to get money to leave before I can leave. Somebody I know is trying to get me to move to LA, and I told them under no uncertain circumstances will I ever fucking go to LA, let alone go and live there. I have no doubt this person would roll out the red carpet. They'd make sure I wouldn't have to need anything, but I don't... First of all, not only do I not want to be there in that general location, but I also don't want to be in a position to where I'm not in control of my own destiny. At the very least, right, as bad as things are here, I'm in control of my life, for the most part. This is my kingdom, right? My pad, right? Pretty competent for a bachelor, I have to say. Like, I clean, I vacuum like every other day. I could do laundry more often. I don't run out of clean clothes to wash, but I hate doing like tons and tons of laundry, so I should do it more often. But like for a bachelor pad, like my place looks fucking great. I got what I have are pulp video game comic, or they're video game covers that are like pulp. I can't even think of a way to just pulp art, right? So like I have Samus from Metroid, and it looks like a 1920s like comic kind of. It's just some cool shit. My house looks great. I do have Doom Guy with Daisy on the wall as well, a portrait of that. My artwork in my house is great. I even have a crow. I don't have posters, but I have like small pictures that are put up, sort of like you would see it like. I do say like, don't I? A lot, don't I? As you would see it, maybe a small music venue, but I have one for the Crow, which looks really cool. Anyway. Matt Fields with $4.99. I made too much for Trump bucks, but I live in Cali, so my high income gets taxed to fuck. Fucking rip, right? 40% take home if I'm lucky. I'm almost in the same boat as you. Fine. I'll drink to that, man. Cheers. It's shameful how they put us in a position to where we can never thrive on our own, to where we can never pull ourselves up by our own bootstraps. I have a few. I would love, and I've said this on stream a few times, I'd love to start up a drive-in industry. I'd be able to try to make it happen if the government didn't have their hands so far down mine and your pockets.
I am taking a vacation to Florida. If I'm lucky, I'll be out of California.
So just retro posters. Basically, they look really good though. I have a Twin Peaks one, a Metroid, Final Fantasy VII. That one looks really cool. Doom, The Crow. And I had one for the Joker. I think I showed it on stream because I made it myself. It has it looks like Stand By Me almost. Train tracks and then the Joker dancing on it next to the dude from Spider-Man 3. What's his name? Said maybe the real society was the friends we made along the way. Looked pretty good. But no joke, there are communist nations that pay less taxes than we do. Like, we're not even getting the kickback. And I don't want the kickback because these fuckers are so incompetent that they can't even press a button to make an employment claim go through. The stream bot knows I had to take the wrenches. Oh, it knows. It knows. Will I go Unabomber or Sky King? Sky King all of the way, man. Sky King. What a guy. Lissa with $20. Callie is fighting tooth and nail to find a way to figure out how to make grant money available to pay unemployment shekels to illegals. I've seen that. Doesn't that make your blood boil? Doesn't that make their priorities, right? Their own citizens are out completely shit out of luck, and they spend all of their times releasing the prisons to fill them up with people who are going outside and giving checks to people who haven't been paying into the system. Isn't that fantastic? All to own on Orange Man, of course. How do I download Halo 2 for Windows 10? So, I don't know if there's a... There, of course, there's a Windows 10 edition. My copy is through Steam, and I haven't played it yet. I should... Oh, my fucking god, I should play Halo 2 tonight. The fucking stars just aligned in my head. I would assume it's in the Windows Live store. I've never used it, so I can't say for sure. Then we had Ear Juice with a $3 Australian sticker. It was getting down. It was doing a jig. The gun to shuffle. Thank you, by the way. And $20 from Creeperman Creeps. I'm taking a vacation to Florida. If I'm lucky, I'll be out of California soon enough and be living in a small farm with a woman I love and some kids. That sounds very wholesome, man. Let me read the rest of it, though, because it cut off on my end. Today was a good day with my EMT buddy doing Grubhub, so here's some gifts. Thanks, man. To all of you. I noticed once it started rambling, my intention wasn't to beg for money. I was trying to reiterate a point, but I noticed some money coming in. You guys are really generous. I appreciate you. Thank you. And then Matt Fields with $1.99. Fuck California. Third world. Shithole. It says very flavorfully. So, yeah. Thanks again, you guys. But I do plan... The idea, the plan, the 5-year plan is to get the hell out of here. If I play my cards right. Also, if unemployment pays me out, if they actually pay me my fucking money, I'm moving. I'm taking my money and I'm going and buying a house somewhere. Somewhere where the rent is cheap and the people are nice and the humidity isn't too bad. Is it weird Nah, I should probably keep that to myself. That was a personal, like, in my real life thing. I'm like, you know, this is probably something I'll keep to myself. You know, when somebody close to you is helping you pick out a house for something, oh, maybe you should move over to Wisconsin. Oh, you know, South Dakota's really nice. She don't even know, chat. She don't even know. I'm only one beer in. I shouldn't start talking like this. That's talk for after 2.5 beers. It's only a $500 fine to nuke San Francisco. That is true. I live close to a place where it is enforced. I think it's a $125,000 fine to detonate a nuclear device within city limits. If and when you finally get approval, you will get back pay for every week you filed. Yeah, I haven't had a week since March 3rd. And so if I get $1,000 for each week, that's a house, right? Well, I went to public school in California, man, so I don't know about adding all that money up. But roughly $1,000 a week. It's been like two months. Ooh. No, that's a fucking payday. No shit, chat. I will turn donations off for that stream. I will turn donations off, super chats off, and I will just do the fucking award tour stream. It'll just be payday stream, no super chats, and I'll just get fucking hammered. We'll do it for like 12 hours.
Please.
Promise.
Please.
Blood feud. Promise I'll put my blood on it. Thank God there was no... There were... Oh, no, there was a... Hold on. YOLO. Good thing there wasn't a, power strip right now. Oh, there was. Yikes. Thankfully, I caught the beer as it was falling. So, Hell yeah, boys. It's not a party till you have party foul. Arizona's great. I've been looking at Arizona. I don't know about the fucking Scorpions, though. Nah, my fucking beer fell over. So proud. Thank you. Nah, I wish I was drunk. I don't have much. I have a buzz, but that's about it. Six-hour streams again. Did you just break something? No, my beer bottle fell and got beer on the wall. This is the cunt trying to take me out. Oh no. Oh no. Those goddamn A-logs and those haters. What about New Mexico? I haven't really looked at New Mexico. No, I'm serious though, Chad. I know it sounded like I was probably joking. I will do a very long form. I don't even know what I'll call it. It'll be the opposite of the Begathon. Drink the beer. Now it's all flat, right? Pretty empty, but okay. That sounds like it's my jam. Did we find out who flagged PPP? I don't think we ever will. We're left to speculate, unfortunately. Go to Thailand and look up those dwarves. I think I'm going to go ahead and avoid Thailand. No offense. It doesn't seem to be my type of place. Yeah, avoid the border, head northeast. That's more what I'm thinking. Yeah, I was thinking South Dakota. South Dakota sounds good to me. Keep the stream going for at least 3 hours. I'm almost home for my time off. Hell yeah, man. Where are we at? An hour and a half. We'll probably make it to at least 3 hours. I've got one more beer. I could probably make a pot of coffee. But I have some things to talk about, but, you know, gonna keep you waiting. Kuma, you haven't missed anything, really. Just me shooting the shit and drinking beer. Unknown person? Hey, not much, man. Not too much. PPP didn't rattle the Sweetie Squad. The Sweepy Squad, I think they're being called. I don't know. It's been a lot of fun. Well, I think so. Yeah, the pastor was talking about the may or may not have been real Punished Ralph flagging that channel. What was more entertaining was what appeared to be Dame Pesos pretending to be Ralph to prove that it's easy to fake an alt account, and that has led to the chat having a fake PPP, or excuse me, PPP's chat having a fake Bibble and a fake Gator show up. So that has been kind of funny. And now, because of YouTube just taking out that feature to visit channel when you click on the right of somebody's chat, it's for no reason at all that was taken out, and now you can never know if that's a satire account or not. So Thailand is amazing. Maybe with the right person. That video will make you roll. Is that the one you sent me? I haven't checked it out yet. I haven't really gone through Twitter. Alright. Well, I got something here, folks. Getting ready for that life to open back up. Depending on where you are, of course. Depending on how badly people need, politicians need to assert the fact that they don't like Donald Trump. Restaurants to seat mannequins at empty tables to make social distancing less awkward. Less awkward. That's what they were going for. Let's go ahead and... Oh, it's an archive. Of course it's an archive. Because that's how I do business. Let's bring up this clip here. Let's see. Is it going to work?
Get Meat Heat. Meat Heat easily installs in minutes. Meat Heat snaps over.
Making me watch the ad now. I believe this is what they call irony.
Some of them with some pretty creative restrictions. In South Carolina, one restaurant is filling empty tables with dolls to make customers practice social distancing. There you go. So other businesses finding some unique ways to divide the customers and hopefully not make them feel so alone. Here's 7
Chefs serving up new ways to keep diners physically distanced when restaurants open back up. A restaurant in Thailand experimenting with stuffed pandas, using them as seat holders to prevent people from sitting next to each other. In South Carolina, business owners making the place look as full as they can now that they're back open. They bought blow-up dolls, dressed them up to look like customers, and even stuck wigs on them. A similar idea in Virginia, where social distancing is in style by way of mannequins. And the changes aren't all just for looks. A chef in Ohio whipping up these plexiglass dividers between tables. He's planning to put a dozen of them up at all of his restaurants. Another Ohio restaurant adding these plastic curtains. And a restaurant in Amsterdam serving a vegetarian menu, now providing guests with their own greenhouses.
Human beings that are afraid of their own afraid of their own shadow, are now writhing in pain as they feel that the air above them is slowly melting their skin. Back to you in the studio, Tom. There we go.
Tell the crew to
push
the Whopper button.
Push that fucking Whopper button. Somebody said that they're actually using Daleks to enforce social distancing. Let's see here. Dalek social distancing. this thing's trying to crash pretty hard. Here we go. Just imagine, right? Like, you're a person in charge. It is your job to figure out how we're going to deploy the resources to keep society from crumbling. And what you instead do, instead of, I don't know, trying to figure out how to prevent the food from drying up, what you do is you hire everybody to drive around and tell everybody, stay the fuck back. Get the fuck back. Stay the fuck back. We will defend ourselves. We will defend ourselves. You know, I really should take you guys remember that cop that demanded that the guy crawl towards him, the crawl towards me guy? He has a job in New Mexico. I need to look directly for a place where cocksuckers like that don't get a fucking blank check. The guy that demanded the dude crawl towards me like an absolute little bitch. A dude who well, I'm only a beer and a half in. I shouldn't say shit that I really feel. This world would be a better place without him, is what I would say about that piece of shit. Just gunned down an unarmed guy. He's crying. Stay the fuck back. What I need to do is put Andy Worski's "Stay the fuck back" over the audio of that guy mercilessly murdering a man. Well, he tried to pull up his pants. I was afraid that we had 5 guns on him and no one had the balls to put handcuffs on him. I was in fear of my life. Funny, I feel in fear of my life whenever you're in fucking charge. Somebody with a room temperature IQ like you. I think he's in New Mexico. I know he got a job at another department, another police department. Worski was redeemed on Racket Show tonight. I fucking massive X to doubt, my dude. I don't hate Worski, but man, that is a claim. That is a claim to make. Yeah, they straight up murdered that guy. You're never going to convince me that they were actually in fear of their life, as that guy who was clearly unarmed is surrounded by 4 people with weapons. He was surrounded. Not one of those guys had the fucking balls to do their job. That's one thing. They'll always. And by the way, I respect Law and Order quite a bit. But what I don't respect are people who undermine the faith that people have in Law and Order by not throwing somebody like that in jail for manslaughter, at least. Well, I was in fear of my life. If that dude makes you in fear of your life, you need to check yourself, man. Absolutely disgraceful. So it's sort of like how they'll pretend that they're actually going through and protecting society by rounding up drug dealers, but never go after the drug addicts, but never go after the drug dealers. Sort of like how they never go after the people at the top of the human trafficking rings. They only seem to pick up the people at the bottom whenever they need to prove to somebody that their job is worthwhile. Whenever somebody has an election coming up, mysteriously they go, "Oh, look at this human trafficking ring we uncovered. We never found any of the big players, but we got some of their low-level employees." The whole thing is so fucking corrupt, man. It really is. No joke. If we lived in a real civilized society, the dude that worked for that guy should in the middle of the night, like Full Metal fucking jacket, giving his ass what I believe they called it a blanket party. I wish they had a different name for it because it doesn't sound like anything I'd ever want to fucking cheer on. But this dude has disgraced you, your brothers, and everything you put your lives on every day for. fucking soap in a sock, and you know, maybe a little bit of what they call tough love. Not that kind of tough love. Anyway. God, it still irritates the ever-living hell out of me thinking about it. The twister cop, the coward cop. Fucking Daleks. All sorts of crazy shit going on in this world, man. I just don't get how these mannequins make things less creepy. I mean, if anything, it makes things worse. Wouldn't you guys agree? Yeah, creeper. That's one thing too. Is like I said, I have respect for law and order. I have respect for a working man, right? A working woman too, right? Working people who work fucking day, right? I have respect for that, and so those two things go together. Then you get cocksuckers like that just ruin it. And the other thing, I forget what the Supreme Court hearing of it is, but a police officer is not there to help you. It is their job to investigate whether or not a crime has been committed. Because generating revenue for the state is way more important than your safety. Imagine if everyone stopped listening to cops and paying taxes. You might say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I moved to a small town in South Dakota, immediately arrested on false charges, took 6 months and $1,000 or thousands of dollars before the case was thrown out. Shakedown. Well, fuck, I guess I guess cross South Dakota off the map with a big X. Not going there. Make hating cops a white thing now. I guess I'm pretty much already there. They hate California even if a right wing like me. Fuck them. That's what I hear. People don't like anybody from California, which is bullshit because most Californians I know don't buy into the like stereotype of like the pretentious liberal at all. I'd be bitter too, man. That's a shitty deal. Yeah, government would tell cops not to uphold the Constitution. It's scary, isn't it? You listen to fucking cops. I do when it is time to listen to them. Well, we got a Newsweek article here. Devin Nunes defamation lawsuit hits a snag as judge rules that he needs to identify what's actually defamatory. Now, I forget exactly what his complaint is. Lawsuit involves a September 30th, 2018 Esquire article entitled Devin Nunes' family farm is hiding a politically explosive secret. The article said that Nunes' parents and brother covered their tracks after quietly moving the family's dairy farm from California to Iowa, suggesting that the family had tried to hide the farm's relocation. The article also alleged that the farm was used undocumented laborers. Well, it doesn't seem like that would be a big deal, but collectively, the Nunes family filed 2 lawsuits against Hearst and Liza. $25 million from the father and brother, and Nunes seeking $77.5 million. You know, fuck Devin Nunes. Am I the only one? Is there any reason I should shill for this guy? Yeah, Warren versus DC. That's right. Yeah, that's fun. That means the friend of mine that was telling me about it got the name right. Californians need to stay the fuck back. Yeah, well, we're coming. We're leaving this horseshit state that we. By the way, you're a fool if you think that shit isn't coming your way too, and it's not going to be Californians voting it in. You're incredibly naive if you think that they actually count our votes. Do you really think they give the community any say in it at all? Of course they don't. Maybe on certain varying degrees throughout the country, but I can guarantee you, nobody I know in this area voted for any of the bullshit that affects us. Everyone hates this stuff here. But we play by the rules and we still get fucked, and then we get told it's our fucking fault despite very clear signs that they don't even count the fucking votes. They do whatever the fuck they want because they know we're not going to do shit about it. I'll throw you in a cage. Stay away from the Midwest. It's not happening, dude. I'm leaving this state. It is too expensive to live here. And if you've got a problem with that, you've got a fucking problem with that. That's all there is to it. Don't get me wrong. I don't want the rest of the country. I want to go home. The rest of this shit is just filled with a bunch of assholes that think they're better than everybody else. I don't want to be there. I got to find a place though that I can afford to live in. If California unfucks itself in time for me to live here, you bet your ass I don't want to go anywhere else. It ain't home. Oh yeah, we don't want you. You guys don't even know what you're missing out on where I live. I don't want to leave. I'm being forced out. I'm being forced out by the government I apparently helped elect, which is a bunch of fucking bullshit, and you all know it's bullshit too. Man, how do I cut? That's the more important question, isn't it? These cocksuckers, man. Fucked my entire state, then fucked my entire county, then fucked my entire town, and then now it's like, well, you're not allowed to get a job either. We're gonna shut everything down. Oh, no more meat for anybody. Motherfucker. Every last one of these soulless politician fucks that have gotten us to where we are. Unspeakable things. Unspeakable things, chat. Yeah. You know what's funny? I hear about Communifornians all the time. I've never met a communist that lives in California. In fact, I don't know, everyone that hates Californians, if you'd ever been to Northern California, you will meet almost exclusively people you agree with. The southern part of the state that has a higher population makes itself loud enough to be noticed as the representation of everyone living there. It's nothing like that. Which is exactly why I don't want to go to your part of the country. You can have it. I don't even want to be in the same country as you, honestly. I feel like I have nothing in common with you. So, like I said, I'm being forced out. I'm being forced out by the fucking government. So, if you got a problem with it, why don't you do like you said I should do. Me and my brothers and my sisters and my parents. Go and vote. Go and vote because they will absolutely uphold those rules. They'll count every single vote and honestly throw their hands up and walk away. Oh, it looks like we lost, guys. Yeah, that's what people in charge always do, right? They always honestly, oh, looks like we lost this time. Looks like the people win. No, they don't fucking do that. So take a good look at what's going on over here that you hate so much because it's already happening around you. Already. So, suck on that. There you go, your juicy, got it. That's the one. Finish off this beer. And then I guess I have a few more things we'll get into. I'm just gonna hang out. I mean, kind of rage at you guys a little bit for comedic value. I'm not actually. Well, maybe I should be so mad. Maybe I should be so mad. I don't know. The thought is there to stay here and just build a home where the cost of living is incredibly high and the property tax are through the fucking roof. There's no opportunity to create a career.
Are you aware of that? Just how powerful I am?
Do you know? Yeah, that's some good beer. I don't even like beer normally, but that's some good
now
beer.
I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement. I am
So mad. There we go. That's the one I wanted to hear. All right, let's get into our next thing. Mannequins. Devin Nunes.
So proud.
So proud. So proud. We've got a new expert panelist, folks. A new expert. First of all, Greta, one of the bravest human beings we've ever seen. Well, vegetables, but human beings nonetheless. Why wouldn't Greta Thunberg speak at CNN's coronavirus town hall? Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't she?
Get fucked! Get fucked!
Chat, can you give me one good reason why Greta shouldn't be on the CNN coronavirus town hall meeting? Why shouldn't she be listed as an official expert? Get fucked.
How dare you!
We must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children.
I win! They fucking lose!
I don't know what you mean. You know, when you go to respond to a DM, I'm like, I don't even know how to unpack saying this, but I'm also live, so I have to kind of keep the ball in the air. It's like juggling a little bit. Oh, wait, I can type. Hold on. I got it this time. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids. Mr. R. Kelly, please. A stone Mexican guy with $1.99. Give me a wrench. I've been around for years. Yeah. You got a wrench. There's your wrench, man. Like, it's kind of a chore redistributing the wrenches out, but we'll get there. We'll get back to where we were. Nah, don't trust and chase out people who hate Cali. Well, you're one of me, so it's all right. Nah, of course. I like the back and forth, right? Like, if I didn't have people to rage against, right, or an idea to rage against, I wouldn't have anything for the show. So, really, no hate here, bro. Ugh. Gibbs, right? Yeah, you've been around for a while too. And yeah, okay. I'll give one more to another person I recognize, and then we'll call it good. Man, people asking to be janitors. Excuse me. Clean it up. Clean it the fuck up. Not saying you should move here to Washington State, but my house here south of the Olympic Mountains is only $600 in taxes. Is that a year? That's like half of what I pay a month for rent in this apartment. Sounds amazing, man. I actually really always wanted to go to Washington. Damn. Getting my resumes sent in today. Just checking resumes. There are a few people that I recognize that are regular people, so I'll give you the wrench. I've been here since day one. I'm gonna be real. I hope don't be insulted by this. I don't recognize you, but there are a lot of times where I'm not paying attention to chat. I don't want a wrench too much responsibility. There is absolutely no responsibility, but I completely respect somebody's request to not be a Janny. Matt Fields with $1.99. This is the Midnight Californians Anonymous. Pretty much. We're pretty much Californians Anonymous here.
How dare you!
It's playing something. It's playing a thing.
don't I seem stressed lately? Seem disturbed, lot of regrets lately. Gotta.
I like that. I like that enough to put on my headphones. That was a good jam. I believe that was from Davey Crocco. Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. You see, and that's another thing. Another reason I haven't really been streaming or putting out content is I don't want to put out stuff and then accidentally leak out the bitterness I'm feeling at the California state right now. These motherfuckers. I used to be Dirty D Disagrees, but I'm rebranded. Holy shit, man. I unironically was thinking to myself earlier, whatever happened to that guy? Because you had a Mega Man X, Avi, so I remembered you, and you had a couple of different accounts on Twitter. I was like, whatever happened to that guy? So cool, welcome back. It's good to know you didn't ever go anywhere. Jenny's Unite. Oh, boy, we are going to sweep up something nice tonight. Sweep it up, clean it up. What the fuck is even happening? Have they been streaming it all today? I've been fucking empty of content to watch. Looking for the next fucking PPP or Godwinson or Ralph stream. Just waiting for the trash fire to keep expanding and nothing. Jack shit from everybody. Oh, dude, you guys, we got something though. You guys want to see it? We got Simpgate Dick Masterson, a new project too. We got a Leo Pyra video. It's a trailer. It's only a minute long. If it was any longer than a minute, I'd probably pass on it. But let's check it. Let's check it out. Let's take a look. Let's take a peek. No, not Lego Pirates. You fuck. Leo Pirate. Yeah, somebody sent me a submission for Name My Band. I do have one already, but I'll add a filter to it and maybe we'll use it for another one. Oh, these bastards. They're trying to keep me. Kevin Duggan with a $1.99. Thank you for the wrench, bro. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I hand that shit out pretty regularly because I take it just as regularly. If he's currently saying a prostitute is his girlfriend, I don't know anything about that. I've heard about it. I heard somebody mention that.
As a Californian native, it makes me mad what they've done to my home state. I've made it my duty to go out and warn people about what democratic policies do to states.
Yeah, let's see. That was Joe Rogan, $10. Yeah, you got to be careful. They've across the board, even people who are liberal, people I know that live more south, you could tell them, or they'll. The best way of saying it. They'll air their grievances about the effects of the policies that they themselves will advocate for to you, and you have to sit there and kind of go, well, you know, this is kind of a result, a reaction of the very things you promote.
We must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children.
Mr. Jordan, please. Dr. Jordan Peterson, please don't talk like that in our chat. We disavow.
Yeah, the memes are great. That's the thing. Look, I am not for white supremacy or neo-Nazism.
Yeah, we're gonna have to watch this. There's no way we're not. There is no universe, chat. There is literally no. Thank you, Davey, for the link. No fucking way is there a universe where we don't watch this. So I'm gonna just put this on for you guys to watch. I'm gonna take a Gorka and I'll be back in just a minute.
But the alt-right as a shit-posting, fun, call out the bullshit, mock the power thing is amazing, actually. There's nothing funny coming out on the left anymore. The left is a bunch of. Have you watched any of these comedy shows? They're a bunch of preachy little bitches right now. The left is crumbling because look at all your favorite comics and writers and whatever on Twitter. Are any of them funny anymore? They're not funny. You know where the funny stuff's coming? It's coming out of the alt-right. That doesn't mean I'm a Nazi.
You're all
Disgusting.
looking at me like, okay, we're ready. We're ready for comedy. We'll do some comedic things. All right. We have a tremendous show for you. We got gays, we got lesbians, we got straights. Right up front, they put the straight person up front. Why would you put a straight person? I demanded the straight people be in the back. How many of you would say that you're conservatives? By a round of applause. How many conservatives? Conservatives always very respectful. You first raised your hand before you applaud. We don't make a lot of noise. Conservative, we're conserving the applause. Conservatives, that's good. Look, that's great. You know, people with jobs and families. You know, you're dressed right. I saw you. I could have picked you all out. It's very easy. Oh, well, there's someone who's wearing clothes that fit, probably a conservative. All gay people. Is everyone here gay? You're gay. Very good, very good. Do we have any bisexuals? I know they don't really get out much, but no bisexual. No one wants to fess up to that. That was the worst. You just went like this. I should tell you I'm gay. We're at a gay show. So is everyone out? Are you all out? Do we have any closet cases here? Because I like to help the young gay people. Do we have anyone want to admit it right now? I know you. Jew. You're not out. You're a hoe.
No.
Do we have anyone back? I feel like there's got to be someone hiding.
No,
in the
Jew.
back.
Forget
who
Jew.
here
Forget Jews.
has
No,
gay
Jew.
people in their
Forget
family?
Jew.
Let's see.
No,
Everyone.
switch it.
Do we have some
No,
lesbians? I sense lesbians in the crowd tonight. Do we have any black lesbians here? One. We got one right there. There we go. Thank you. You're with me, right? Yeah. Are you gay? No. You're cold. You're just a cold. You're cold. You know that the gays are cold. That they fear the cold. The gays love water, but fear the cold. No one else is laughing but you. Isn't that weird?
Yo, killing me with this.
Isn't that weird? Dave, who here in chat thinks it's weird that they were the only they were the only ones that were awkwardly laughing, as if everyone was watching them, and they're nervously, haha, yeah, it's really funny, Dave. Haha, you're really a funny dude, real smart feller. Holy shit, this is like a cringe goldmine. I love it. Let's keep going. I put my headphones back on, in fact, as a matter of fact.
Yeah, I like you. You got a great laugh. How many of you are libertarians? Libertarians. All
right. Who's ready for some memes? Reminds me a little bit of Benny Johnson. Have you ever seen the video of Stone Cold Steve Austin calling out the Blues? We've got to watch that.
Hang out with us. I'm a Jew, and my people, we're not hunters.
No one's surprised by that, Paul Heyman. As soon as I saw that he was talking to Paul Heyman, I thought to myself, this is gonna be a great clip. Yeah, let's take a look.
Hang out with us. I'm a Jew, and my people,
No.
we're not hunters. We're furriers. You know, I mean, you see, the whole crew's laughing now about that, especially the guy over there who's Jewish, because he knows. Because he knows, like, I can't kill the thing, but I can make you a nice lapel out of it.
Why don't you get into diamonds as well? How y'all in, as you would say, diamonds, furs, movie business? What's the deal here? It's a monopoly?
What? What?
Your people.
My people.
Yeah.
We own everything.
I know. How is that?
Well, because we're the smart people. We're the Jews. You know, I mean, we screwed up in the Middle East. You know, I mean, and we did. I mean, I can speak about this because I mean, we're supposed to be the chosen people, and here we, you know, we pick the only piece of land in the Middle East that has no oil on it. Everything we have is sand and the Mediterranean Sea, which for generations people have been trying to push us out into. You know, every Jewish holiday is the same thing. They tried to kill us and we're still alive. So, I mean, you know.
Dave,
I know he's trying to bait me into saying, you know, if once you shall fail, you should try again. God, what a fucking slang. I can't stand Paul Heyman, man. That's why he's good in wrestling. I don't watch it now, but when I was a kid, I always couldn't stand that guy. Man, you can measure a man's worth by how much credit for other people's suffering he has to take credit for. Oh, well, you know, I'm worthy. I'm good. I'm worth something to the world because I'm a part of a lineage. Get fucked. Get fucked. Stone Cold looked like he was about to give him the what? He did give him the what, but like actually give him the what?
I am so mad.
Yeah, Creeper. I'm so glad, so proud that I've never done stand-up because I have. Hell, for this show, not that any of it ever ended. I've done so many of these fucking live streams now, but back when I used to take things super seriously, I would write out bits, and I have things that I think are funny, like good bits. I would never get up and try to say this in front of stand-up isn't like it used to be. This isn't 1985 or the 1990s. Stand-up comedy just doesn't land the same way. Do I like Jim Cornette? I fucking love Jim Cornette, man. What a character. I disagree with him on just about everything, including his perspective on wrestling. Not 100%. I think he's right in some regards, but he's just such an asshole. I love Jim Cornette. We're just white people fucking shapeshift. I noticed that, right? Son of a bitch. Want to see a Killstream clip that I know you'll enjoy? Sure, send it to me. I'll mod you. You'll get temporary Janny status, so you can drop the link in chat. Look at me, my dad played baseball. It's exactly that, isn't it? Holy fuck, I'm late. Are you as drunk as me right now, Wild? I've had 2 beers, so unfortunately, no. I have one more beer. I have one more beer in the fridge. I don't know if I'm gonna drink it, but I might. I would agree, yeah. Lineage should be earned. You're not just supposed to ramble into a place and start going, oh, well, you know, my dad, when he was in charge. Should do a comedy duo with Worski. Worski's alright, but I don't really think he's much of a comedian. Wait, is there a Worski stand-up on YouTube? I think there is. You have very, very small penis. Never recover. Never. Alright. Let's see what we got. We'll take a look at this. And we got... Yeah, we're going to look at good old Greta. We're going to look at Greta, that article with her for a minute. You know what I wanted to say real quick? Do you guys remember the Cope stream? Do you guys remember when shortly after Ralph got a divorce, he brought his ex-wife, his recent ex-wife, back onto his show to reiterate to everybody that he is not a Nazi. I don't know why anyone would ever think I'm a Nazi. Hey, you know, Nora, can you please, I know we just got a divorce, but can you come on the show, please, and tell everyone that there's no reason that anyone would ever think that we are affiliated with a white nationalist audience? And then after that, fast forward to present day, now selling shirts that say Killstream Cleanup Crew with 3Ks, pretending as if they're not playing to that audience. You know, and there's nothing wrong with it. But when you have another stream where you bring on your ex-wife to make sure everyone knows that I'm not a white nationalist. Also, please buy my Killstream Cleanup Crew t-shirt. What the fuck? Yeah, you've been here. I'll even give you the Janny status. If you type an exclamation point and then points, like all one word, an exclamation point followed by points, and it should tell you how many points you have. If you don't have that many, I'll just give you some points. You need to go full PPP mode. I am absolutely not showing you guys my asshole, okay? I like you, chat. I don't like you that much. Bro, Randbot, or he had Randbot on for ages. It's really strange, right? It's... like, I wouldn't, I've said on this show, I'm not necessarily a white nationalist. I know that some of you guys are, and I don't have a problem with that. But I also wouldn't sell merchandise like this, and then on the other end, the next day go, I don't know why people are thinking and confusing that I might be a white nationalist. I don't know, maybe it was the Killstream Cleanup Crew t-shirts, or the Knoxville Knockouts crew, or whatever it was. I don't know. I'm not shaming them for doing it, but it is counterintuitive when you're trying to put out a new branding that you're not affiliated with the more what's the word you could use? More bothersome personalities out there, right? But then you go and put out merchandise like this that completely disrupts the narrative you're trying to put forward.
I am so
Anyway, let's check this out. I haven't watched the kill stream since Pill Stream 3. Let's see how it goes. That sounds about right. Yeah, it sounds about right. Let's skip a little bit. Still, yep. You never know what you'll get on the kill stream. You just never know. Yeah, but it's a joke. It's a joke, wink. Also keep in mind, right? And again, this isn't a disavowal or a, oh my god, how dare they? Because it's fine to talk to different people, but to have, for example, one of the most regular guests on the kill stream is Mark fucking Collette, neon Nazi personified. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with an ideology. You are who you are. Your actions make who you are. You can be a full-blown communist, a national socialist, or a libertarian. What makes you a good or a bad person are the things that you do, right? But there is a little bit of, I don't know if irony is the right word, but when somebody cozies up to this group of people, right, we'll put out merchandise like that, and then come forward and go, well, I just don't know why anyone's getting this impression. I don't know, maybe it was the fact that, you know, the 5th or 6th time you had Mark Collette on, that somebody might get, you know, maybe he's a little friendly with this side of the internet. You've been watching The View? I did kind of sound like The View now that you mention it. Ralph is a way bigger grifter than Baked Alaska ever was, his cancer. A lot of this has been reminiscent of the Baked Alaska meltdown, I will say. Yeah, I will say that much for Crowd. I haven't been following his stuff or what he's been putting out, but he showed up. He showed up. That gives you a lot. For me, you get attendance for showing up. Oh, hey, look, Crouch showing up. Oh, he's doing drawings of Dick Masterson and Nick Rakita seething, absolutely seething. I'm looking at this thing, and he looks like he's having the most fun out of everybody. And that's something you have to factor in. Who's having the most fun? When the Baked Alaska shit was going down, with the Kumite, when it was going down, you could tell who was succeeding more in determining who was having more fun. Matt Fields, you're 100% right. No, there's only one color that matters to Ralph. It's not red or blue, but it is a color called green. And again, not even judging a guy for that necessarily, but like I said, if you go, Mark Collette, maybe besides Dick Masterson's probably the most frequent guest on the show, and to have him there and go, well, you know, we're gonna have him here, but just so you know, we absolutely disavow this so much that we're gonna have Laura fucking Loomer on our show. Yes, Radio Ruin, exactly. Ralph spent years cultivating an alt-right audience only to denounce them when it became financially inconvenient, just like Baked Alaska. Exactly. And remember, if you guys will remember, the Baked Alaska meltdown stream, Jim got super pissed at people being banned from chat. Look at how much banning's going on in the Killstream chat, or even the Killstream Restream chat. I saw Bibble cleaning it the fuck up like an absolute pathetic pieces. Like it wasn't so much that he was cleaning it up, that he was just mopping it up, but he was doing it with a smile on his face, as if to indicate that being a moderator in a YouTube channel was the only thing that mattered to him. This is where he got a sense of value. It was sad. It was absolutely sad. And I was thinking to myself, like, this isn't even just Baked Alaska. This is further in that direction than Baked Alaska was. And a lot of people that are just like, I don't see what's even funny about this. This is nothing. This doesn't interest me. Yeah, well, it sure as fuck interested you when it was somebody else. This is, if anything, all this last week has displayed the amount of double standards that exist, right? When it's Mundane Matt in chat and a fucking video gets taken down, it's Mundane Matt took this down. Oh my god, he's a flaggot. We have to get him to show us his flagging history. And then when it's Ethan Ralph, it's, well, you know, we don't know that was a real Ethan Ralph account. Oh, well, you know, all of these videos that are critical of him that get shut down, I mean, we can't prove that it's him. He could, but, you know, we got to give him a benefit of the doubt. It's funny, of all people, right? Even if you were to ask me at a time when I liked or respected Ethan Ralph, if I thought he was a better guy than Mundane Matt, I would have told you probably not. In fact, at least Mundane Matt has never added somebody at Uber Eats saying, look at this guy, he should get fired. Ethan Ralph did that, though. Ethan Ralph fucking did that. So, even though there's way more evidence to suggest on a, what's the word, circumstantial level. There's way more circumstantial evidence that he did it than that Matt Jarbo did the flagging he did. It is super important. It was. And look, having a little fun in chat's one thing, but living vicariously through YouTube, it's not the way to go. Oh, remember his antics with the Full Blast Forever comment section. He said that didn't happen. He came out and said that they were lies. I saw that shit myself. Have it. He'll have the chat removed, or I will have the video taken down. I don't know. That means you were gonna flag it. I don't know what else the fuck that meant, right? But that's one thing. And then it turns out, at least in chat, I mean, I can't prove that it was the real Full Blast Forever, but Full Blast Forever was in, I think, yesterday's YouTube restream of the kill stream, saying that Ralph came at him in DMs angry as hell, demanding that he have all of the DMs taken down, and he was implying that he had been threatened, just like Ethan Ralph, to come out swinging at everybody that ever tried to help him. People who try to hold him back, the people who actually fuck his life up, doesn't have an opinion on him one iota. But the people who, like Full Blast, that I'm assuming did that shit for basically free. I think it was monetized, but I can't imagine he was making too much money there. Suddenly, like, that's the person you need to fucking turn on? The dude restream or running your stuff on YouTube for free?
Otherwise, you're just an inner chunk of randomly
Just
assembled
shame.
drifting
There's
where
no
the
fucking
universe
low enough for some people. Jim's been kind of dead on Twitter. I noticed that too. Then again, he was really quiet a week or so ago as well. Yeah, ear juice. On my main channel, I have haters that flag every video at the moment. Is there anybody you've been critical of over the last year? Not even hateful, just you just talk, you make fun of them a little bit, right? Yeah, that's starting to sound familiar, doesn't it? Isn't it, right? And everyone protects this guy. It's weird. It's downright bizarre. It's just like with the new Project 2 thing. It almost appears as though there is some sort of collusion going on. And I know that Godwinson and PP were joking about that for the most part with the whole new Project 2 stuff. But there really is some sort of collusion going on behind the scenes between these people who are there to protect their brands. It's so gay. Yeah, I think you sent me that clip before, Ear Juice. If I remember correctly, that was the reason. I think you sent that to Ralph and he blocked me after that and then said I was making up shit about Fucking what? I don't even remember. It's like breaking out of a cult, isn't it? Right? Starting to remind you of anybody, is it? Certain turpentine drinking crazy man. I don't want Shannon to show up. That's true. No one's ever happy when that happens. Here's a memology video with a clip of Wild showing the Ralph Flaggett. So, oh, I wonder if that's how he saw it and got pissed. No shit. Okay, well, it's okay. That is one of your videos. He's gonna be like, this is actually on the memology channel. He's gotta be seething about that. Absolutely pissed. Ballsy. Ballsy.
That's not true.
I am so proud.
Yeah, something's going on. Trickery is afoot somewhere. Here you go. Top comment by Full Blast Forever. Neither Ralph or myself wanted the chat disabled, but it was necessary to facilitate the stream. Thanks, guys. I understand this will be discussed on live, on air after Christmas. Chats will resume as normal. RRU. Thanks again. Merry Christmas. It does seem like people in the chat are asking him, hey, was he threatening to add you? Or was he just saying, hey, I know this guy, I just ask him to take it down? Like, is that the honest interpretation here? Is that he wasn't gonna flag it, but he knows the guy, so he can say, hey, have it removed, please. Which is not much better, if I'm honest. From the user here, dude, you have no obligation whatsoever to cut to Ralph on this. He has no presence on YouTube and has no power to control you. Fuck censorship and never do this again. To be honest, I think someone else should start doing this too if you can't properly do it properly and allow comments. Actually, he'll do whatever I ask him to, or else I'll have it taken down. You don't know how this works. Like, who the fuck? There it is, chat. There it fucking is. There it fucking is. Right goddamn here. Ralph, I tried to fucking stand up for you, man, and I always end up regretting it. How is it? How is it that I always end up regretting giving you the benefit of the fucking doubt?
It's always weird hearing my voice come back through. You guys don't know it, but in real life, my voice sounds way cooler than that. It's just somebody fucking with the audio over at YouTube. I insist that I sound way more based, way more fucking red-pilled. Oh yeah, I do need to have sticks. How much money? Do you know how much money I make in there for sure? Yeah, no, from the sticks video, that would be good. What is it with virtual beggars and their fucking feelings? Well, if you really want to help with my fucking feelings, there is a link down in the description for BetterHelp. You can put in the code fucking Toad McKinley, Toad McJudas, and you'll get 10% off a 3-year subscription. 3 years. Needs more 8-bit backgrounds on loop. Yeah, I need to find some more. So you suck in your gut that you can change your voice? I don't, actually. Shut up, you always sound gay as fuck. That's fair.
No, Jude, forget juice.
That's fair. I should probably get a voice changer. But I just don't care all that much. Sticks brags about making lots of money and then it did a GoFundMe for a laptop. Ah, man, I wish I had the link for that GoFundMe. I could probably find it. Do you know how much money I make? And then just the picture of his GoFundMe. Yeah, I sound like James Earl Jones. Lucky. Ramsey Paul said, like, it was a business decision to have Styx as a new co-host. Ouch. Those two together as a show? Holy fuck, I'd rather listen to, like, nails rattle around in a can. Shows, I don't have a gun, man. I wish I did. I'd have so much more gusto. Yeah, I should have Discord open, actually. I'll check that out in a second. Oh, Dick's Homecoming Queen would be really good for the soundboard as well. Red Ice brought on Hard Bastard. That might be an interesting show. Final Fight LNS Ultimate. I didn't, but I want to try to remember because I've been looking for different hacks and things like that. So I'll put that in the notebook. I've gone on the Styx rant a few times. Oh my god. Absolute unit. Let's see. Styx, Hex, and Hammer laptop fun. Do you know how much money I make? What I could do? Do you realize that, dude? How much money do you make, those Styx? Did you get a new laptop, or did you copy and paste a bunch of shit from a fucking old book and make money off of it? What is up? Like, why can't any of these people make money in an honest fashion? Like with Styx, he's finding books that are like super old and just rewriting that, translating them and publishing them to make money off of them, and then doing a GoFundMe to get a fucking laptop. Like, what are you, a 14-year-old girl who was called racist one time at school and the video went viral? Like, why are you getting a GoFundMe for a laptop? Is old school Pokemon gay? No, it isn't. New stuff, I would say yes. I think the first two generations are decent. $4,200. How do you get set up like this, chat? I can't even get the government that owes me this amount of money to pay me. This is just downright ridiculous, man. No, that's not the one. That's not the one.
In 10 minutes and
I love how Styx comes in and everyone immediately starts like licking his boots.
There we go. Now I can hear. Now I can hear. Yours now? Yeah, now I can hear. I had to change the settings.
Styx, I'm worked up, and I'm sorry for being worked up. Okay, like this thing has just been pissing me off. Like, I mean, God, I feel like I've been taken for a fucking ride, you know, with this fucking bullshit, and I don't think it's fair for anyone to be a fucking accused. You know, it's like, man, I'm sorry, man.
Let me just explain briefly. First, ROTC Media has been making hit pieces on me, Morrissey, and others for some time now. For a couple of weeks, and they're treading on extremely thin ice. No, trust me, dude, you don't want to fucking play with me. You realize how much money I make? What I can do? You fucking realize that, dude? You listen to me. Sargon's being sued for a considerable amount for improperly editing somebody's video. What do you think absolute defamation, provable in any court, can do? I've already spoken to the other party involved.
This is a really good guy. I don't know why, chat. What a really good guy. Paragon of free speech. Just a good dude. Just a good dude. You know how much money? I don't know how much money he makes, because unless it's zero, I don't give a fuck. What is up with all these people having to fucking flex about shit like this? At least I have the common decency to flex about something irrelevant and lame like the size of my dick. These dudes are running around like with their, oh, my bank account, my big bank account. I have all this money. Oh, guess what? You won't have that much money that too much longer. Because guess what? That shit can be gone like that. You could have a fucking house. You could have a town. You could have a family. You could have a fucking career. You could have a big, beautiful everything. And guess what? Gone like that. Gone like fucking that. What is up with these fucking people? I was a prom king. I have a bunch of money. Do you even think this makes them look relatable? Should I drink another? I got one more beer, chat. Should we drink the other beer? I also gotta check Discord before I get too hyphy. Gonna take over this whole planet. God damn it. Hour 5, 10. Let's see what we got. What do we got here? This dude running a GoFundMe for a laptop when he's bragging about all the money he makes. Fucking people. Fucking people. It's not giving me.
This is the world. It's big. It has big problems. This, you.
Yeah, it's okay. I think this is the right video. No, it isn't. And so for some reason it opens it up into Google. No. Is it the Joe Rogan experience?
3, 2,
The Joe
1.
Rogan experience.
Tim Pool, you madman.
How's it going?
Dude, the ride that you made to get here.
Whoa,
you
dude.
drove
Bring
from-
that up, Jamie. Wow. Joe Rogan? Apparently he was legit pissed off and threw a tantrum when they told him that he would have to do his interviews from a distance, which is really weird considering the fact that he's like openly testing everyone inside his studio. But when they told him, "Hey, dude, you can't hang out really close to a bunch of buff dudes," then he was just not having it.
Some common ground amongst everyone is so incredibly difficult.
So it's a contest of who's got the bigger bucket.
Yeah.
The bigger electoral bucket. you know?
Who's got the bigger bucket? I've got my money on Tim Pool. My money's on Tim Pool having the bigger bucket, so he can fucking cram more dehydrated mashed potatoes in there. He watched my video. Yeah. I think it's funny. A lot of these people who will tell you in one breath how important they are and how much relevance they have will then tell you in the next breath that there is some irrelevant person talking shit about them on the internet and they can't handle it. As if, I thought you couldn't handle it, motherfucker. I mean, I thought you could handle it. I thought you were super important. What are you going to tell me that you can't handle it when you're, Tim Pool? Tim, it's complicated pool. All those cockbucks. Oh, he's got a bit for sure. So he can steal the family business from another family member. That shit was so shady, man. Like, you already had the resources. You didn't need to steal his name for the company. Just create a new company with a new name with all the resources you took from it, which there were probably some legal details behind that I couldn't speak on, but certainly taking the name for it is absolutely more scummy. 26 pieces of silver. 26. Look at him. Look at his face. Look at him. Oh God. It's been a fun week. Jordan Peterson is intelligent and misguided, but Joe is a grug centrist. Yeah, like Jordan Peterson is kind of fun to rip on because of the Rick and Morty lifestyle he has. But if you were to ask me full stop if I thought Jordan Peterson was a bad person, I'd say nah. A shill. Sure. He doesn't seem like a bad dude though, honestly. He seems like he legitimately wants to help people, but at the same time, he's not exactly like kicking away any of that money coming his way. Or what is it, that $4,000 rug? He's absolutely a shill, but he seemed to mean well. His intentions seem to be positive, even if it's just to drive more money into the positive angle of his bank account. Oh, he got mad that I already said his doctor was there for his HGH. Because, like, I know I ripped on my voice a minute ago, but I was hearing Joe Rogan's voice, and that sounded like the voice of a teenager, man. Play the video of Tim Pool's beanie getting snatched. You know, we play that almost every time we do this show, but because I love chat so much, I am going to play it. But I'm going to play my Saltcast intro, because it's easier to locate, and I like it. Here we go.
Possible. I am not
for chat.
Where I'm going to buy as many billboards as I can with the definition of the word bigot. I swear to God I am doing this. Later tonight,
Swear to God. Swear to God.
Try and raise $1 million+ to put billboards all across the country with the dictionary definition of the word bigot. You want to know why I fucking wear that? So these motherfuckers can't fucking recognize me when I'm on the street. I had to steal your hat. Do you remember me? Alright, have a good day. Bro, you come near me ever again, you won't have any teeth. You understand that? I understand. Don't fucking touch me.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Do you realize what these people have been doing to me all day? When they come up to me and threaten me, and you want to come up to me and you want to grab my head. I just wanted to take your hat, that's all. You want to know why I fucking wear the hat? So these motherfuckers can't fucking recognize me when I'm on the street. You want to take a picture of me so that I'm easily identifiable? There's no photos of me without this. You can, and you film vinegar. You film black people.
No one cared until I put on the hat.
I have made this very clear several times. And the reason I do this is because no one knows. I don't have a I just lost my hat. Yeah, it's different for you, dude. I have people sending me death threats. I do too. Great. Because you're a Nazi. So you want to come up to me, someone who's not fucking with you at all, and you want to lay your hands on me? I just... Fuck
off! An eye for an eye leaves the whole world bald. I just want to find somebody in life that looks at me the same way Tim Pool looks at his balding ass head. There's no photos of him without that, man. No photos. None at all. The beanie saves him. He's practically Clark Kent. I'm not sure if you know this. What a madman. I Millennial Matt, no matter what, at all of these people that I've come to know on the internet as personalities, I don't know much about that guy, but he'll always hold a special place in this channel's heart from that clip right there. That is legendary. Because you're a Nazi, fucking got him, right? Got him. I want to get a beanie now. I've never liked beanies. I think I might start wearing one. See, I would agree with you, T-Clips, because balding is not a good look, right? Bald is not a bad look. You get the Picard look going on, the Jean-Luc Picard, not going to look too fucking fresh. You know something, though? You go for the Agent 47, well, I mean, maybe... For some people, it doesn't work. Look at Bezos. He looks like the fucking, the Six Flags old man dancing in the commercials. Some of you will know what I'm talking about. I will say that I have seen fewer women reluctant towards a person who's becoming older, who's losing his hair, going bald. Hell, there's a guy I know. He's a full-on womanizer. to a detriment. Like it's a bad quality about him. It's not even a braggable thing. Like I know, oh, that guy gets all this tail. It's bad, and it always brings bad shit into his life. But this guy getting like high quality women, right? Well, appearance wise, bald as shit. He's been bald the whole time I've known him. He's been bald. Never held him back. If anything, it probably helped him, I would think. Tim Pool would look okay bald, yeah. Especially with like a beard. It's a solid look. Bezos looks like a clit. He looks barely human, I would say. Yeah, no, for sure. That is, in my opinion, the look to go for. Yeah, I mean, if you've only got... Someone says, shave it, what the fuck? Yeah, if you've only got, like, a little bit of hair and it looks weird, you might as well just shave all of it. Alright. Oh, that was fun. Okay, yeah, but... I don't know that we actually farmed the laughs from this, but Greta... I didn't give you my take, but I don't think that you guys would really need me to give it to you to figure out what it was. We now live in a society that will silence actual scientists, right? In the name of science. All of these scientists that are corona doctors. Let's just call them doctors, right? Smart people. They'll put up a video on YouTube talking about how, or even Facebook, about their experiences dealing with corona. Those videos will get removed, but you know what videos get promoted? Videos with Bill Gates.
How dare you?
Because for some reason, Bill Gates is the person we need to... He's the expert. He's the expert. It's in his name. He's an expert. You need to listen to him. Fauci. Whatever Fauci... We never fucking heard of this guy until this all started. Well, guess what? He's an expert. So you can't question anything he says because he's an expert. Oh, guess who else is an expert now? No, not all of those scientists and the medical people who've been putting up videos about their firsthand experiences dealing with corona. Because remember, in science, it's a big part of science is collecting data. So the people who've been collecting data, they're not experts. No, you are not welcome in this little expert area. This is for the expertise carrying individuals only. You're not allowed here. Also, Greta, welcome aboard the expertise panel. Make sure those doctors don't get in. They're not allowed to come in. But we left this area available for the famous personality who said, "How dare you?" Don't you just love her? She's an expert now. It's not because her parents are rich and pulled some favors to get her into the media limelight. That's not it at all. She's just so stunning and so brave. 900,000 YouTube subscribers. It's really crazy. It's something else. I don't know if Fauci is of the tribe or not, but I just want him to leave. I just never want to see his fucking face ever again. Him, Bill Gates, anybody who's been a personality that we've associated with being some sort of moral authority or ethical authority or whatever on this whole COVID thing. I don't ever want to see any of their fucking faces again. I just want to be... Put me in a spaceship and just fly me in a general direction away from that asshole. But listen to Bill fucking Gates, a thief. A literal thief. A fucking criminal. He's gonna come here and tell us that we need to buy into his fear propaganda. You know, he conveniently owns the patent for the thing that's fucking the world, supposedly. And on the flip side, he owns the thing. He's taking donations to research how to fix the problem he fucking created. And we're supposed to just bow before him. His word is gospel, and his employees' words are gospel because Fauci is an employee of his. Noodle, come on now, honey. I'm live screaming. I'm screaming to 151 people. Knocking over my headphones. You want to say hi to the chat, Noodle? Can I get a meow? If I had food in my hand.
I am so proud.
Fauci was fear hyping the swine flu epidemic. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. All of them. Yeah, what is her name? Burks or... Yeah. Just tired of all of them. We're supposed to have these people and their credibility shoved down our fucking throats. They didn't earn any credibility. I didn't see that they did jack shit. Do all, end all of fucking humanity. That cat's had enough. Yeah, she's basically saying it's time. Oh, I heard that. She wants to eat. Noodle's hungry. What do you think, Giddy? Well, I gave you your food a little later today, so you don't get wet food until 10 a.m. Because I slept in today. Anyway. Pull up a pic of... You guys want a pic of Noodle? She's lost weight since this picture was taken, but I'll bring one up. She's full of energy now, and God, what a character she is. So I had this on a t-shirt that I was selling, but it wasn't popping up in Teespring for some reason. So it had a picture of Noodle and it said Pussy Slayer. But this is Noodle, and she's probably, what, 5 pounds heavier? 5 pounds? Does that sound about right, Kitty? Yeah, pussy doxed. Stop feeding your cat dry food. Is there a reason for that? Is dry food not as good for them? I mixed them. But she definitely prefers the wet food. Yeah, but that's my kitty. She's a bit of a thick one. She has lost weight though, so this is taken like 6 months ago, so she's lost quite a bit of weight. Let's see if I can bring up the Pussy Slayer shirt. I think I still have it. Nope. I should still have it. Apparently not. She's a good kitty though. That's a heckin' chonkerino. She's fat, but she's lost the weight. Now she can get to higher places in the apartment and knock things over. Yeah, since I took her into the vet, and the vet said, okay, here's what you gotta do. She will lose weight if you stop the dry food. So I do half and half. Maybe I'll just lean a little bit more on wet food. I know she won't hate that at all. Wet food twice a day? Twice a day? Yeah, she's gonna love that. Yeah, dude, I will. Thank you for the heads up.
Tell the crew to push the whopper.
I never had a cat that got fat. It's an easy thing to fall into when you're home all the time. Matt Fields with the $1.99. Orange pussy's the best pussy. Fight me. You guys might like this story. Since I'm talking about Kitty, she saw another cat for the first time maybe a week ago. I think maybe something's in the air, right? But she's fixed. But there was a cat, an orange one. That's what made me think of it. Sitting on my balcony. I don't know if balcony is the right word, but on my porch. Just howling, and Noodle was sitting there like because she's also really long, like she's tall. She's on the sliding glass door, and then like she's like patting at it, and then looking at me and patting at it, and then would do a lap or two around the whole room, and then go back and then pat at it some more. She didn't meow at him at all, but she was clearly like, I want to play, I want to play, I want to play, or something else. I don't know, but it was the moment where I said, I could probably get another cat. Like, she wants another kitty. Not now. Not while we're living here. But when I get another place, maybe. Yeah, stop dry food completely. See, I heard it's important for certain things, though, right? Dogs are the easiest and low maintenance. I miss having a dog. I really do. Why don't you ask your vet about your cat's diet? Chad don't know shit. That's a very good point. I did, and they basically, when I went in there, the very first time, she was saying, no, you need to feed them more wet food. And since then, when I was like, I feed her half wet, half dry, she said, oh, that should be good.
Get the fuck back! Get the fuck back!
Really? Fallen Angel. I'll look into that, thank you. Is it stuff I could buy at Costco, maybe? I'll look into that. Get another. Once I get a bigger place, I will. Later / have a good night, man. Indoor only cats and never exercise. Up until recently, that has been absolutely true. But since she's recovered from that infection she had a couple months ago, she spends so much time just running around this place like crazy. The thing is, this is why I think she's fat, is every time I walk into the kitchen, she begs for food, which indicates to me that I must have fed her more than I paid attention to, so I keep track of how I feed her, how much I feed her. It used to be kind of just feed her if she didn't seem hungry, but because of that, like, she goes in there every time I get food, or she tries to get food every time I go into the kitchen now. So now I feed her at the same time every day, the same amount. If your cat gets fat, you feel bad for starving them. Dude, seriously, preach. Yeah, but when your dog gets fat, all you gotta do is toss sticks and balls on your smoke break, and they're basically Olympians. For serious, though. Yeah, no, when she wants to eat, and it's not time for her to eat, I've never seen a more crabby fucking animal. Like, she's very clearly, like, hungry. It's like, no, I gotta watch her health. It's my responsibility. So. Why do you own a cat? I was in a long-term relationship with a girl, and we had a dog, and she was really into that movie Milo and Otis. It was an older movie from when we were kids, basically. And I think that's why she wanted a cat, and then the cat bonded with me. Like, this cat only likes me. I had there's 3 people in the last week, right? 2 of them were females that I had over, and she first hissed at them, and then walked up to them, laid down next to them, hissed at them again, and then it's like not full on attack, but like batted them on the face. She made one chick bleed. So, she only likes me. And I'm working on her behavior, by the way. But, yeah, she's just a fucking bitch. But she only likes me, so there's no way. Like, I wasn't gonna pawn her off on her when we split. I wasn't gonna give her away. She's my baby. Cats are cringe, bro. I don't really care, man. She's possessive. She doesn't like anybody but me. My guy friends, she can hang out with, like, and she'll just hang out next to him. It's not a problem. Although she did, like, hiss at my friend earlier today. But she does not like women. She didn't even like my ex. But she doesn't like women. I've gotten to the point where, like, so I can't bring girls over now, huh, Noodle? I'm all yours. Fucking cat. Based thought destroyer. Seriously, though. Alright. Good old Greta. Greta, the fucking $4,200 GoFundMe. Man, look at all these tabs. Dave Rubin doing stand-up. God, it's almost worse than I thought it was gonna be. Let's bring that back.
Yeah, the memes are great. That's the thing. Look.
I'm gonna put my headphones. I gotta watch a little bit more of this before we get into the news articles, the Reddit shit.
No one else is laughing but you. Isn't that weird? Yeah.
Hey, that's sort of like, you know what? Never mind. Too easy of a joke.
Oh, we have one. We have one. Please take them outside. It's all right. It's all right. You're wrong, but it's all right. I think it's great. It's great. I'll let it be. Good. Do we have any Mormons? I always want to find out. I know we love the Mormons. Any no Mormons here tonight? No. Nobody? And so no straight men. Do we have any straight men? Nobody wants to fess up. No. Okay. So we did conservatives. We did libertarians.
Can we? Do we have any men in the audience tonight? I'm trying to stall for time. Trying to stall for time here. How about any Armenians? Do we have any Armenians here tonight? Armenian? Yes, we got an Armenian over there. Armenians. I don't have any Armenian humor, but okay, yeah. So somebody requested this in chat. So how do we? It's only 10 seconds. Oh man. It's 10 seconds, so it's probably a shitpost. Let's see. Let's go.
Because he got doxxed, right?
Yeah, it was because he got doxxed and he was hiding his gay lover, of course. Yeah, that was it. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Yeah, that is what happened, Ralph. Hey, at least no one's gonna think you're alt-right now, huh? Oh boy. Oh, I don't even know what to say. Yeah, I wasn't sure if they were going to confirm it. I had heard about it. Ralph seemed none too pleased. Play it again? Only because I didn't close it.
Because he got doxxed, right?
Yeah, it was because he got doxxed and he was hiding his gay lover, of course. Yeah, that was it. I'm gonna go. Oh, wait.
There you go. You're welcome, chat. Oh man. And yeah, and over on Full Blast stream, you know, the former YouTube restream of the kill stream, there is a stream set for the 31st for This Week in Nectar. Who's the third man? Who's the fourth man? Will Josh come back? Will Leo Pirate be invited back for This Week in Nectar? Who will know? Who will know? Wait, he cut SB off? I'm not sure who SB is. But, yeah, Kaz has a boyfriend apparently that looks remarkably close to Ethan Ralph, actually. It's kind of funny. Ooh, lad. Ralph saw. You know what, Cycle, right? Do you guys remember when the kill, or not the kill stream, when the Kumite kind of started going downhill? Well, started going downhill. After it had gone downhill, and it sort of rebranded a little bit, and I think they had, like, Rariachi, who I don't know how that was a character that came up. Rariachi is a character, in my opinion, that the IBS, like, season writers were just coming up with as they wrote the story. But you know, this era of the Kumite where it was Tonka, Ian Miles Chong, and Rariachi, that's where we are now in the kill stream. Full Blast is the sixth man. He is the sixth man. Who's he talking about? Who got doxxed and is hiding a gay lover? Okay, Lissa. So the new restream channel for the kill stream called the Chill Stream, which I believe is like a friend of Bibble's, decided to use an account that had his real name on it that he followed Ralph on, that Ralph followed him back on, I think on Instagram. And people dug through it and found that, yeah, he's not only is he a homosexual, there are lots and lots of pictures of his dick. He seems very, very proud of his dick. I mean, I'm happy for him, honestly. Also gave him a reason to not be associated with this shit anymore. Like, kind of a blessing in disguise. And because this Cos fellow because he just happened to be in the wrong place at the right time, I think this will be a benefit for him in the long run.
I am so
proud. Brazilian-born dude in Georgia. Legit dude, kind of a backstabber. I like the guy. Well, like the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. Is this a decent dick? I don't know. I didn't look at it. I heard what people were saying, and somebody included a picture, and I just scrolled right fucking past it. I said, I don't need to know. I'm literally not interested. Just saw his account. Here's all I have to say about it in this video. I'm good. Another coat. There's a little bit of irony. Is Fat Ralph proud of his deed? No, I don't think he is. I mean, if I don't know, but I'm gonna speculate. If a guy posts that many pictures of his dick to the internet, he's probably not ashamed of it. But whose dick? It would be Kaz, the I would assume the new former Killstream YouTube Restream channel. As if it wasn't obvious that an F-slur would take Full Blast Forever's place. Well, that's who they have to. What you have to ask yourself, if you start to strictly moderate your chat, who's going to be left? Who's going to be left? The guy posting pictures of his dick with him and his boyfriend that looks remarkably close to the host of the show he's watching. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. I'm pretty sure we did finish the video. It was only 10 seconds. Does his dick have a gun on it too? Thanks for the imagery. No. God, no. Oh. My dick. Yeah, that's...
To live is to risk it all.
This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but with a gay dude's dick being exposed onto Instagram. Is it safe to say with my memology video, Ralph is done for? Nah, man. You see, as much as I want to jump in on this, like, it's over for Ethan Ralph. It's over. No, dude. This dude is a resilient motherfucker. Maybe not to the same extent of DSP. With or without Gator and Bibble, Ethan Ralph will fall forward, land gunt first, do a front flip, and land right back on his feet, probably with the help of somebody like Milo Yiannopoulos or somebody he's done favors for in the past. I don't think he's going anywhere. He'll do just fine. But the awkwardness of all of this has been incredibly entertaining for me. Do you think Kaz calls his boyfriend Ralph by mistake? I can neither confirm nor deny. Yikes. No, Greta. Alright guys, I got something for you. So on r interesting as fuck over on Reddit, 92 of the top 500 subs are controlled by the same 5 people. Same 5 people. Wouldn't you know it, but that post was removed by the moderators. Moderators remove posts from feeds for a variety of reasons, including keeping communities safe, civil, and true to their purpose. Look at my post history for context. This is what happens when you piss off the power mods. People let people see this so they understand how fucked this is. And, yeah, it seems like his notifications are blowing up. He has 78 messages saying, well, you've been banned from participating in wholesome memes. Yep, this is the only sub with more than 1 million subs that I can still post in. Now my whole ass account's been suspended. The only way I can communicate is with edits. So, disgusting. Because he insinuated on Reddit that the same moderators host all of the default subs, they then proved him right by banning him from all of the default subs. Now, a lot of people will say, well, why do you care? This is Reddit. Well, I think it's important in the grand scheme of things. I don't use Reddit because it is incredibly... It's to say it's a hug box is putting it very mildly. What it is a vessel to shill stuff at people. The whole website is designed to promote things through like avant-garde means. What they'll do, I remember back when I was younger, before I even started paying attention to things at all. It was after David Bowie died. It was like the day after. And the top, like with like 400,000 upvotes, I'm embellishing, right? It was probably like 40,000 or 4,000 or whatever, but top on everyone's feed for music, our music, right? For people who love music. And it's a picture of Lorde with David Bowie, and it said, David Bowie said that Lorde is the future of music. And this guy's corpse still a little warm. And these soulless fucking producers, these goddamn shills. And I'm not even a big fan of David Bowie, but just the idea of, while the body's still fucking cooling down, going, hey, can we, hey, use your friend over at Reddit, you know, the one we paid. Use your friend over at Reddit to push this quote. You see, one time David Bowie said he liked Lorde, so we need to spin this as she's the future of music. Hey, do you guys remember all of the fucking new hits that garbage artist has put out since then? Zero. Because I bet you it sold a few albums to people who were like, oh man, my dad likes David Bowie. You know what? I'm gonna give her a shot. That's what they were banking on. That's what Reddit is. They find little ways to try to sell you something by not trying to directly sell you something. It'll be an article about how you need to go get medical gear, blah, blah, blah. And then everything's so manipulated with the votes. It's entirely like they just hand the keys over. They hand the fucking keys over to these corporations so they can do whatever they can to sell you shit you don't need. As always. I mean, the more shit changes, the more it stays the same. This is the type of shit we've been seeing for years, but they've gotten so slick about it that most people don't even notice the subtlety. And I will say Reddit is decent in certain cases. Like, certain communities, you can find things for certain hobbies, certain crafts, certain subcultures very, very well in Reddit. But all of the main threads, the default threads, like the world news, our politics, things like that, the ones that you're automatically sub to as a new user. And then what they do is they'll send you incredibly hyper-partisan articles that seem to obfuscate things purposefully. And then they'll just promote that shit on the front page as if everybody's upvoting it, but you know they're not. There's a handful of people are, but it's nothing but left-wing talking points with vote manipulation to make it appear as though the consensus is that they're correct. It's all a bunch of fucking smoke and mirrors. It's disgusting what they do on that fucking... That's not even the disgusting part, but the rest of the shit they do on that website's disgusting. The misleading of people, the misinformation, the banning of legitimate information... Because there's a narrative they're trying to fucking weave. Confirmed Redditor. Nah, I mean, it's a place for information. I'm no more a Redditor than I am a person from 8chan. I know you're joking, but Information is information is information. Man, and I haven't used any of the Chan boards since they switched over to that new server from a few months ago. I just don't trust it, man. I just don't trust it. Rip Adele, too. She's no longer fat. Isn't it weird, right? Like, some fat girls, they lose a ton of weight and they just look worse. Just something about her gives me some Crypt Keeper vibes. I don't know what it is. We got some ones in chat. Hell yeah. Tell us where the Reddit gold and silver is now. I'm only going to say once. Only trolled Baked Alaska subreddit. Oh, there you go.
Disgusting.
But the reason I brought this up is because even if to you and me this seems insignificant, because this is just going to affect brain dead assholes that are on Reddit, the majority of people don't realize the fuckery that's going on over there. They think it's just perfectly fine because they have successfully cleaned this shit up. Also, this post was removed from R interesting as fuck and R oddly satisfying. Banned from everything. You're not allowed to say that people have power. It's against the rules. And then you see brain dead shit like this too. U.S. will not participate in WHO vaccine project after Trump turned against it, trying to make it a partisan issue, right? Fucking Republicans are not going to give us immediate vaccination, just foaming at the mouth. Here's another article that they're getting removed. That they're removing. Huawei sends their Linux Foundation a kernel patch with a backdoor. Misleading title. Post has been removed by the fucking Chinese bootlickers that moderate Reddit. And no, they're not bootlickers who are Chinese. They're licking the boots of Chinese militants. I have here a bunch of senators that voted to allow the FBI to seize your internet history without a warrant. So I'm going to go ahead and read through these names. Each and every last one of these people are soulless cocksuckers who tried and will probably succeed at one point in selling our Fourth Amendment rights down the fucking river. Every last one of these guys, Republican, Independent, Democrat, every last one of them. Fuck yourselves, you absolute fucking traitors. And by the way, most of these are Republicans. So any of the people that are shills for Team Red, just know that these ones are fucking traitors too. Getting flustered because I was thinking of what I wanted to say versus what I'm allowed to say. John Barrazo of Republican of Wyoming. Yeah, get fucked, you I'm fucking Wyoming. Marsha Blackburn from Tennessee, Republican. Roy Blunt, Republican from Montana. John Boozman, Republican from Arkansas. Richard Burr, Republican from North Carolina. Shelley Moore Capito, Republican from... Is that Wyoming? Or is that... What's WV? Fuck, I don't know. Susan M. Republican from... Susan M. Collins, Republican from... Man, I don't know my abbreviations anymore. ME. It's not Massachusetts. It's not Montana. Anyway. John Cornyn, Republican from Texas. Tom Cotton, Republican from Arkansas. Deb Fisher, Republican from New England. Lindsey Graham, Republican from South Carolina. I wish there was a way to spit in your face accurately and from long distance. Cindy Hyde-Smith, Republican from Massachusetts. James M. Inhofe, Republican from Oklahoma. Ron Johnson, Republican from Wisconsin. James Lankford, Republican from Oklahoma. Mitch McConnell, Republican from Kentucky. David Perdue, Republican from Georgia. Rob Portman, Republican from Idaho. Pat Roberts, Republican from Kansas. Mitt Romney, Republican from Utah. Seeing a pattern here? A bunch of fucking neocons. Marco Rubio, Republican from Florida. See, this is when we're supposed to shill for Team Red. This is the shit they get done. Selling out, or they failed at passing this, thankfully, but this is the type of shit these goddamn neocons do. These goddamn neocons, they can't get anything done, but they can sure as shit figure out ways of undermining your constitutional rights, because that's priority for them. Cocksuckers, every last one of them. Richard C. Shelby, Republican from Alabama. John Thune, Republican from South Dakota. Tom Tillis, Republican from North Carolina. Patrick J. Toomey, Republican from Pennsylvania. Roger F. Wicker, Republican from Massachusetts. Or Missouri. Todd Young, Republican from Indiana. Thomas R. Carper, Democrat from Delaware. Robert P. Jr., Democrat from Pennsylvania. Dianne Feinstein, Democrat from California. Margaret Wood Hassan, Democrat from New Hampshire. Doug Jones, Democrat from Alabama. Tim Kaine, Democrat from Vermont. Is that right? Joe Manchin, the third Democrat of WV. Janine Shaheen, Democrat from New Hampshire. Mark R. Werner, Democrat from VA. I think, is that Vermont? My state abbreviations are fucked. I'm just going to have to admit, Chad. And Sheldon Whitehouse, Democrat from RI. Yeah, I don't even know what RI is. Yeah, see, my states are absolutely awful. I'm not going to lie. I ain't going to lie. Yeah, these fucking pricks. Well, I can say from first-hand experience that it's a bad idea to try to rely on help from the government in any situation. Romney is basically a Democrat. All of those names, the Republican names here I listed off, I feel are practically Democrat. Marco Rubio, Mitt Romney, fucking Lindsey goddamn Graham. God, these guys are such all pieces of shit, dude. But here, I have a clip of somebody. I wanted to share this with you. I wanted to share this. Take a look here. Is it gonna actually play the fucking clip? Okay, no, I guess it's not going to play the clip. Oh, the poll? I haven't used the poll in a minute. We used it last stream, I think.
I am so mad!
So I saw this meme. You guys ready for some memes? Who's ready for some memes? I need a little backup from our boy Benny Johnson. You guys ready for some memes? I got you a meme right here. What you're told paranoid people look like versus what paranoid people actually look like. A bunch of fucking lemmings out there. But Dr. Fauci said, but Bill Gates told me, but the smart people on television said this. You know, there is a fallacy, which is the appeal to authority. Maybe these people should look into it. So what I brought forward, okay, so I came across this, right, on our conspiracy. The most fascist thread I have ever read on world news about vaccination. Force them to take it. Cut them from society. Let them die if they don't. Increase taxes on unvaccinated, etc. Scary how it was for all the elite, how easy it was for all the elites to condition minds. A bunch of fucking NPCs. And I've seen it firsthand myself. I have the undeleted version of it. A lot of the comments were still unfortunately deleted. But they will, in one breath, tell you that they're going to get vaccinated, and so is all of their family, so they're not worried. But also, you're putting them in danger if, even though they're vaccinated, you go outside and are unvaccinated. In fact, they get so morally righteous about it because, like with most Reddit, they have to live vicariously through their moral virtue. Whether this be a moral virtue for, I believe in science, okay? Bill Nye opens his mouth and I start to listen. I would never question an expert. You know, it is completely against the scientific theory to just accept what people tell you. You're supposed to determine an idea, hypothesis, test the hypothesis, evaluate the results, and repeat over and over again to get different results. And I believe I have said this numerous times. I've probably said all of this shit once or twice at least. But you will never find two brilliant minds who can agree on any fucking thing. Anything. And we're supposed to think that all the brilliant minds across the planet, everyone agrees on one thing. One very particular analysis and evaluation of data. No one evaluation of data is true. Everyone has their cognitive biases working against them. There is never just the truth. There's no such thing as this is just what the expert said this, so this is what's right. Heaven forbid you go outside and you see for yourself if the sky is really blue. You know, it would be like saying, well, I don't need to look at the sky because Bill Gates already told me it's blue. I don't need to see it for myself. It's funny how people treat science like religion the same way people in the Imperium do in 40K do. I'm unfamiliar with 40K, but that's it. These people are dogmatic with their science beliefs. Like, there is some importance you should hold in the things that you could determine through controlled means, right? But there are people who take it to such a crazy extent because they have to. The only way they feel good about themselves, the only way they can express value in their lives internally is to assert that all of their time on Reddit, dunking on people they disagree with, getting people banned and all that time wasn't useless because it made them smarter. It made them smarter than everyone else, guys. We're all just stupid. If you don't believe it, if they're not able to convince you, then you're just stupid. It's not that they were unable to put forth a compelling argument. It's never that. Let's see here. What happened to Jim? I don't know, man. Got a little too into Corona, it looks like. I forgot. I don't think it saved any of the good ones. Here we go. Just make vaccinations a requirement for living in and being part of society. They can start their own communes in the rural counties. No, we can't. You're not actually allowed to go start your own nation or your own area or community. You're not. So, funny, yeah. We need to shepherd people away that we disagree with. Oh my God, this person. I knew this was coming, right? Because it was ramping up for a minute before any of this had actually hit. You had that Brandy Zadrozny going forward and just running hit pieces on people who she alleged might be anti-vaxxers. Some of you might remember the kid who had the flu and died, and she ran an article saying that this woman killed her own child through neglect by refusing to give the child the medication that was prescribed to them. Turns out they did give them the medication, and they were even the medication didn't help, and they were seeking something to aid the medication to help alongside it. But they didn't pull the article. It's still up there calling this woman essentially a baby killer. Because what matters most, you know what matters most, chat? What matters most is to reminding everyone that anti-vaxxing can be bad. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. They needed to get that into people's minds. Jim's been fear-mongering for weeks now. I agree with you. I bought into it at first as well. I mean, it was kind of fun to do the whole, like, the world is ending, folks, woo! But, it was bad enough that he's going to have to come forward and eat a little bit of crow. I think it's important for everyone to eat a little crow every now and again. So I don't even think it's a bad thing, but on top of that, now he's got this Ralph trash fire to deal with. And the reason I say he has to deal with it is because he's kind of tangentially related to it. That's how he ended up being in a stream with PPP to begin with. Jim fearmongered so hard and realizes he shilled for Democrats. Dude, you might be right. Redditors are legit a hive mind. That's the thing. It's a cult. They have a cult there where it's a cult mentality rather, where you are incentivized not to speak against the grain. And if you do, look at how they treat you. As an example, they let everyone know, hey, this fucking wrong thinker over here was trying to tell us to listen to scientists. Well, not the ones that work for Bill Gates. Isn't that fucked up? Dr. Fauci, everyone. Dr. Fauci. Can we make him president already? Man, what is it? Time's sexiest man of the year because we just fucking worship whoever they parade out in front of us. Yeah, I had so much more faith in people than I should have. People are smart. They'll see through this as they worship Bill fucking Gates. Absurd. It's so fucking absurd. Stone Mexican guy with the $1.99 made it back to base. Thanks for the stream, bro. Hey, thank you for watching, man. Good to have you, and thank you for the $2. I don't know if anyone would fuck Ralph. Oh no, there are some people so desperate for internet clout, so desperate to become internet famous, they'll do just about fucking anything, including sucking a literal fucking gunt. There's another thing, chat. You remember how it was always, whenever Coach Red Pill gets brought up to the Killstream crew, the first thing they say is if it's the greatest burn on the planet, the most clever fucking shit, is Coach Abortion Pill. How funny is that, chat? Coach Abortion Pill. That's so fucking clever. It's so fucking clever. Chat, do you know how clever that is to bring up Coach Abortion Pill? Right? Oh, wait, I'm fucking something up. I just realized I was fucking something up. Coach Abortion Pill. I mean, just... Thank you, everybody. Yeah, that's comedy right there. Fucking comedy. Coach Abortion Pill. You couldn't have thought of that. Alright, simmer down. I said simmer down. Okay. Simmer down. But now that it was, remember Coach Abortion Pill? We got to bring that up. Now he's got some chick on Discord he's trying to bang, which I mentioned earlier, I think is the premise for this entire IRL thing with PPP. It was just so they can try to drum up some attention to get people excited for a fight between two friends that have no animosity towards one another. Also, Ralph can fuck this girl off Discord, but that's fine, right? But this young lady had made some mistakes in her life, had perhaps a procedure like an abortion done on her when she was younger. Wouldn't you know it now that mentioning Coach Abortion Pill, or rather abortion, it's not as funny anymore. There's no fucking humor. It'll get you shit canned out of their Discord. That'll get you banned in the Restream chat and probably banned in D-Live chat too. Suddenly, Coach Abortion Pill isn't that great of a burn now, is it? Nah, not when you're trying to bang one of your fans. Hey, anyway, the guy wants to get laid, right? But you have to really sit back and appreciate the entire context. Yeah, it looks like Streamlabs might have skipped for a second. Pussy Boogers 1488. Good to know. Good to know. That's a great username. Reminds me of a certain sweet Aaron. $2. Wild Smile. Did you hear the new Daft Gunt track about Ralph/PPP stream? Yes, we watched that earlier. It's fucking great. That is some good shit. I don't even think she's a fan, and she just does work for the show, though. So it'll be sort of like with Kaz, where they were so desperate for somebody to do some more work for them that when they get outed as being somebody that their audience hates, the type of person their audience hates, just gonna keep backfiring. So it's like, oh, you know, we gotta pretend that we give a shit that Coach had an abortion. Like, I don't give a fuck. First, I'm not gonna pretend to give a fuck. It's his family. If he was my brother or somebody in my life, I might have an opinion. But I'm not going to even pretend to give a flying fuck about that. But I will point out how funny it is. Like, the awkwardness. That's what I get the humor out of. The awkwardness out of when that was your only burn. That was the only burn they had for Coach Red Pill. Right? As if there wasn't something else they could pick. Because as somebody mentioned in chat, yeah, Godwinson, and I think they still even talk to Coach Red Pill. That fucking Coach Red Pill video they made making fun of him was some pure entertainment. I still watch that video from time to time. I think it's gone now, isn't it? I should probably try to find it. You should do another drunk stream and play the Las Vegas documentary that was an epic stream. You know, maybe we'll do that sometime. I still have it on my hard drive. Ralph learned to simp from Dick Masterson. I don't know, man, because to do the type of simping that Dick was doing in those texts, you have to have money. His entire game in those texts is, I have money. If you don't believe me, go back and read through them. It doesn't speak of a guy who has game. It speaks of a guy who's thirsty as fuck. He probably really liked this girl, so I'm not going to judge a guy based on that, but I will say that the optics of it made him look very, very fucking thirsty. And typically, if you're throwing around your money like that, you're pretty insecure, and just about the whole thing just screamed insecurity. That's what was really funny. So, considering that, I don't think Ralph was able to pull anything from that, because I don't think he has the money to throw around like Dick does. Come on, name a price. Name something I could fix it with money. I forget how he said it, but it was so much like, I just want to use all my money to save you, baby. The Godwinson, it was, yeah, borderline high art. Borderline high art indeed. Especially with that ending where it has Coach, it's like, fuck the fat girl. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the best part. Still haven't read them. At this point, I don't think they'll be interesting, but I read them when they came out. There are a bunch of other things that I'm not going to, like, again, like with the Coach Red Pill stuff, I'm not going to pretend to be, like, morally outraged about it, but it was stuff I'm like, that's kind of shady. That's a bit greasy. Yeah. Greasy. Do a PPP voice. I don't know if I can do PPP's voice. But you see, that's a reality of the situation we're living in. It's horrible. Yeah, that's about it. That's the only PPP I've got. You just gotta say reality of the situation. Dick wishes he had Styx money. What, $4,200 to buy a laptop with? Now we all know he has more money than that. And his battle with the money changers. Now I'm starting to wonder though. My almonds are just fucking turning around in my head. I'm wondering how much of a battle that really was. The area's been cleaned up, folks. The area has been cleaned up. Okay, so yeah, I think we got Pussy Boogers. We got that one. And then we got Ferd with a 555. Shannon! Hold on, I'll read it. Shannon! Mop my jizz off the TikTok whore's back, Shannon! I can maybe do that voice. The Greasy Strangler? No, I haven't. Sounds like a Trailer Park Boys satire movie. Do the vocal fry PPP does at the end of every sentence. Is that what you mean? His candor is a bit not unique, but he has a very clear vocal tick. 10 push-ups before your next jewel hit. Bro, I do so many push-ups over here. So many fucking push-ups. I need to work out again. Since this corona shit has gone away, like I've deflated. I fucking deflated, chat. I'm like fucking, I don't know, man. Like none of my clothes fit and I'm all skinny. I don't like it. I've had a lispy voice. A little bit. Alright. Shannon! It's like a Tim and Eric sketch stretched out to 90 minutes. It's so uncomfortable and hilarious. I'll probably check that out then. I like some Tim and Eric stuff. At a certain point, I don't know what because they can be funny, but at a certain point they reach levels of fucking to Penguin of Doom, random, like I'm so random Reddit shit. You know what I mean? Hell yeah, you guys got 1,300 points for that. Let's see. Urgent news from the front lines of the Guntosphere. Breaking news. Breaking news. Should I do a god? It continues. It continues. The lies. The cover-up. It continues, ladies and gentlemen. Urgent news from the front lines of the Guntosphere. Ralph just demodded. Was just demodded in Flamenco's Discord for banning Flamenco's pay pigs. You're attacking the wrong shadows, brother. Those are shadows. He's one of the ones on your side still, man. What the fuck you doing? Ladies and gentlemen. Well, I mean, if you put in work, you put in work. You know what I mean? Does anybody else know what I mean? I'm up, you up, hit me up. God damn, this thing just keeps... It just keeps happening. Maybe I'll take a look. So, let me get this straight. Ethan Ralph, probably, you know, a little out of it, decides, hand me that broom, Flamenco. No, it's not time to clean it up. Hand me the broom, Flamenco. I've got to clean some shit up. It's not time to fucking clean. It's not time to janny it up over in Flamenco's Discord. Go to sleep. Make a video on Ralph and call him a Nazi. Like, unironically, like, make the fucking claim that this is all what he believes in. He's not liberal or Democrat. He's not liberal or Republican. He's a full-on neo-Nazi.
Get fucked!
The broom is mightier than the sword.
Get fucked! Get fucked!
Get fucked. Oh, sup, bro? If you're looking for the commands, they're scrolling at the top of the stream. Ooh, I think I'm about ready.
Tell the crew
You guys
to
think in
push
chat?
the whopper button.
It's been about 4. I've been getting a little bit more used to doing longer streams. It's been nice. I think I'm about ready to cash in, though. Did I say cash in? I meant cash in for the night, but I realized that saying that now in this particular context might make it sound different. But I'm about to crash for the night. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by for the midnight show. May 14th. Davey Crocco, Ferd. Probably Ferd Reich, I'm thinking. Bro, Barry. There's been enough. I actually lost. I couldn't read it off the thing. Man, I was not even paying attention tonight, really. So we had Bro, Barry, Mako Kenner, Jared Martinez, Stone Mexican Guy, Matt Fields, Lissa, Earjuice, Creeper Man Creeps, Matt Fields, Stone Mexican Guy, Davey Crocco, Kevin Duggan. I read some of you twice. Joe Rogaine, One Step Too Far, Pussy Boogers 1488, can't forget that one, and for Reich. So thank you guys again for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm going to try to do maybe a afternoon stream if I have something to talk about. You know how it goes. I don't want to come on here and have absolutely nothing. So it's to those of you who will be there, I'll see you there. To those of you who won't be, I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.